welcome everybody to Wolves After Dark. This is going to be the longest live stream in Wolves After Dark history. We're going to be streaming the All-Star game live.
What are we
So
doing?
if you're watching this, yeah, what are we doing, honestly? But we're here. We're going to hang out for a couple hours, see if Cat or Ant, well, Cat will try. The real question is, will Ant be shooting left-handed / will he try at all? I think that's what we're looking for. But
Yeah.
welcome to the stream, everybody. Feel free to follow along. We're going to have a live stream of the play-by-play. We'll be watching the stream elsewhere. But like the stream, subscribe to the channel. We're not that far away from 1,100 subscribers. So this is going to be a little different. But anyone see the counter? It said 50 minutes. Please tell me you're kidding.
I don't know if I have enough material.
But also at halftime, we're gonna go through some potential Timberwolves playoff seeding matches and see which ones we like, which ones we don't like. Another thing we could do is we could actually, I forgot to mention this, Ash, we could go through some of our predictions that we did. We could replay our predictions that we both had, and we're both very on point with at the moment. So expect, that was 10 minutes ago. Good. Well, that makes sense. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some kind of weird stuff happening here in the beginning, but get prepared for a different type of stream. Cool.
Well, we prepared for this moment our entire life. How are you doing, Cameron?
I'm doing great. I already have to go to the bathroom. No, I'm just kidding.
It's gonna be a super chill stream. We have 20 plus people with us. Oh, that's crazy. Time for me to close some of my tabs.
Yeah, before it's too bad. How are we doing, Jared? Welcome to the stream. We're doing good. I just had a week of vacation. My family was here. We went out. We went to the Portland game where we got a 30-point lead and then almost lost a 30-point lead. But no, I've been doing good. Been doing good.
If you guys don't have the broadcast, I might do one of these things, and then you can see through the reflection of my glasses.
Oh yeah, we both have the glasses. I wonder, can I?
Oh yeah, we both. Yeah, and I could get one part of the reflection, and you can get the other. Yeah. I guess you're also asking me. I'm doing just fine. I am ramping up for a March where I'm going to be mostly out of the state. I'll be kind of like in Baltimore and Texas and Portland and North California, doing a bunch of things unrelated to basketball, but I'm trying to get myself a laptop in time before I go so I can be at least present for these types of things. Because boy, will that suck to be a month separated from both the team, but also from all of you guys. And also you, Cameron, doing pretty much having to take on everything. So
that's okay. I'm prepared. I'm ready for it. But well, we've got the little intros playing right now, so we're waiting for that. But I should make a poll. We should see who scores more points, Ant or Cat. I think it's gonna be Cat.
Because of the left hand?
I know. I legit just think Ant doesn't care. Like he's talking about, I'm gonna try to get 15 or like MVP or whatever. He does not. He's not gonna do that. I mean, he literally shot left-handed to start the skills competition.
Well, we did have Adam Silver come into the All-Star practice and say, "Hey, we got to make this more competitive."
Yeah, that's true. Man.
I don't know how I feel about All-Star Weekend anymore. It actually used to be a pretty fun thing for a group of mostly strangers and I to get together with and bet on stuff, such as the 3-point contest and the dunk contest, and I guess we even bet on the skills. It was kind of a dumb thing that when I first moved to Seattle, I did this watch party meetup group with a bunch of random people that were fans of other teams, and then we would get together every Thursday on TNT's doubleheader and watch basketball together. At one point, we had 30 people show up There's
Yeah.
this bar in South Lake Union called Art Marble 21. Have you ever been there or know about it?
No.
Shout out Art Marble. But we had like 30 people there once, and then we took all 30 people to a trip down to Portland for a game where it was OKC versus Portland. This is OKC
Mm.
when they had Melo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a pretty interesting time. Boy, was that crazy and hectic, and I lost money helping people get to Portland, I guess. But it was fun. And then that kind of stemmed into like I want to do more in the NBA or basketball, not just like watching it, but maybe like doing something like this with it, you know?
Mhm. Yeah, this is a fun way to do it. I like this. I like this format. I know there's podcasts and stuff like that out there, but something about the live element, something about video, I don't know. It's just fun. Fun to hang out.
Yeah, I used to
Um,
do an NBA podcast where it was more um like recapping and going into deep like NBA topics, which is basically like whatever front page of Reddit is at the time. Um
yeah.
that got to be a lot of work. Are you looking at this? Did you notice that they're wearing these like split warm-ups?
I didn't see that actually. I was looking away for a second. I saw it in the peripheral,
Oh, okay. Well, all right, let me pretend to
but
be doing other things too.
I was I was looking at chat. Uh,
Uh but that was a lot of work. Preparing for it, having talking points, making sure my like co-hosts were on the same page of wanting to talk about this shit.
yeah.
That's
And
cool.
me and Ashwin, um, me and Ashwin did.
Like the podcast was just a lot of work for so little gain. There was no community, right?
Yeah.
Building of anything.
Mhm.
Charlotte
All right.
Hardin.
Yes.
Do we know who that
You
is?
can't hear this, right? Okay. Yeah. I have no idea who this is. Maybe they're a Canadian artist.
Well, it's not Fergie, so
Yeah, that's right, JJ. JJ brought up an interesting point.
oh, yep,
While
it's
we
not
while we
Fergie.
watch while we watch Oh Canada, but
Common.
I think they need to revamp the skills challenge again. Have players actively competing and racing against each other. I agree. We were talking about this a little bit in the Discord this afternoon as I was running all over the place. But um, yeah, that was a wow. I'm just realizing that I woke up early this morning, went to the airport, came back, fell back asleep for hours again, and it was the same day. Sorry, weird. But,
All right.
but yeah, when I was talking with JJ in the Discord about this, the skills competition that Towns won was like fun, like they're racing against each other. This one was very strange and like the bounce pass slash passing one was just like, I mean, like that was maybe the most enjoyable one, but like, I don't know. Just like I like the racing. Also, I think people like to see like the underdog or the unexpected thing win. So like when it was the bigs versus the smalls, it was like, oh no way the bigs are gonna beat this. But then like people were rooting for them. Same with like Sabrina versus Steph last night. Like people are like, oh yeah, I'm rooting for Sabrina because like Steph, everybody knows Steph, whatever. But like it'd be fun to watch that. And then Kenny Smith decided to like ruin everything. Um, but no, that
Yeah.
was stuff like that is fun where it's like you get to see things that you maybe don't expect to have happen. And then like Sabrina was going nuts last night. Like that was amazing. But
um, Babyface. That's cool. Um, I agree that I think that the whole weekend needs to be revamped. I know that it's less about any of the events and it's more about like all of the um, companies and supporters
yeah,
and
yeah.
ads kind of coming together for like global revenue. And then it's
Hmm.
just like here's an event where a bunch of people can spend a shit ton of money on just sitting in
Yeah.
a fucking arena,
Yeah.
watching Lori Markkinen become the Incredible Hulk. Um, I thought the LED cool was a cool concept, but I think in actuality it's like a little blinding and it's distracting. Um, but I agree with
Yeah,
the skills. The current skills competition is also feels very there's like a lot of contraptions, like a lot of gadgets and a lot of things that are just like, what are they? They're not in a game. They're not like anything. They might as well be like
mhm.
dribbling between cones, but they're dribbling between these really tall objects, you
That
know,
everybody went the wrong way around.
and
Yeah.
everyone went the wrong way. And yeah, sure, maybe it's fun to see like the cat versus Isaiah Thomas like dueling layups, right? Whereas here
Mhm.
it's like I'm passing through a hoop that is bigger than how a basketball would normally fit in like a tire. So it's like they're not going to be able to miss. So
Yeah,
why
I
have it
know.
exist? And it
I
goes from and then it's like oscillating between here and here. It's like ooh,
Yeah,
it's
I was
magic.
so confused by that. That didn't make any sense to me. Okay, I see the jersey thing you're talking about now. Um,
The warm ups.
yeah. Um, Let
I
me
don't have a
share
problem with it.
this.
I was lost a little bit.
It's just but here's Ant and left-handed Ant. He's
Yeah.
really warming up left-handed.
Is Jokic left-handed?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I really wish he would not. Okay, so that actually brings up a point that that Gerald was bringing up. Um, Here, let's see.
Gerald says
I'm
I'm
v-
very anti.
yeah. Yeah, I do agree that it's a way to get talked about, but it's just like I don't know. I think it's kind of lame. Like people are making him and again, it's all depends on whatever he wants to be portrayed as. Like if he doesn't want to be portrayed as like some Jordan-esque kind of like, I'm all about winning and like being the best, like whatever. But like it just is kind of contradictory to some things, but also not a surprise for us that like follow Ant. Like we've been talking about this for weeks. Like the last time he went to the Rising Stars or whatever, he played like 1 minute, scored like 1 point, and then left. So like I don't think we're too surprised about Ant not taking this seriously, but it
Yeah,
was.
some of these players who get in, voted in, like, kind of wanna treat this as vacation, maybe. So,
Mhm,
like the Jimmy Butlers and the Rudy Goberts, like, what are they gonna like? Sorry, Rudy Gobert's not in it this year, but like when he was, like, what's his role in the All Star weekend? You know, he's like an
mhm,
ambassador for France, but he's like not doing anything on the court. He's not
yeah.
gonna play defense. Man, once again, Draymond Green getting airtime. Like, get this guy off the
Oh
air.
gosh, yeah.
Anywho, and I remember like Jimmy Butler was like, he's only really good like in the competitive environments when the game matters, and like when he's just
Mhm.
there, he's like he's gonna do a layup and then like not care.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like I
Yeah,
don't know. In a lot of ways, isn't that more of a mockery too? Like all these players that have got like brought on, they're not doing anything.
I agree with that, and I also agree with what JJ's saying here. I think Edwards could have maybe gotten away with shooting left-handed at, like, the end of the game. So, I also think he could get away with shooting with his left hand the entire All-Star game. For me, for some reason, the skills competition just really bothered me. It's like,
Oh yeah,
you like, I don't know, like, that's
he's like
something
letting
that
other people down.
like, that's not a skill, like like, you're not good at it. You hit the backboard twice. Like, this isn't this is where, like, there could be something where people have made the argument that we need to have, like, the game of, like, horse or pig or something in the All-Star game weekend, so people are, like, making tough shots in weird ways, like, shoot left-handed, fadeaway 3 or something like that. Like, that's something where you could maybe have fun with that, but in an actual skills competition, I mean, not that, like Scotty Barnes was in the skills competition, but, um, but
Yeah,
I don't know, it's just it did rub me a little bit the wrong way. The All-Star game itself, I don't know how much I care about, but because it's already it is like you were kinda saying, like, the game itself is already kind of its own mockery. No defense is played. People barely care on offense, and they're just, like, going back and, like, soft dunking it or trying to do an amazing dunk and missing. Like, it's just dumb, but
this is my point. Like I kind of liked it as like a joke, and then it
yeah.
was like, oh, then it's actually time, and
Yes.
it's
Yes.
now time to perform, and people are here to like watch you do something fun or
Mhm.
at least do something, and you're hitting the side of the backboard, and that was pretty funny, but also like kind of embarrassing. And then yeah, I guess Wemby, right? There's gonna be like podcasts dissecting the shit out of this weekend. Ooh,
Mhm.
winners and losers of All Star Weekend, right? And like losers are some very evident ones.
Yeah.
Like Ant might be a loser in the sense that like, yeah, like people came to watch him do something fun, and he's shooting left-handed off the side of the backboard. So
Yeah,
like it's
yeah,
almost
yeah,
like an L for him. Like
yeah,
because like Adidas is like promoting him as this like the next dynasty, the next dude, and like the
and he's
NBA is
out
even
here.
like, and he's sitting here fucking clanking off the side. And then it's funny
That's
because like yeah,
true.
Wemby, I saw Wemby was mad, and I feel like
Mhm.
Wemby gave a crap. Paulo did not give a crap.
No,
And
yeah,
I
Wemby
heard
was
I
the only
heard,
one.
either through the grapevines or watching or reading or something, like Ant wasn't gonna go unless Paulo was gonna go. Paulo wasn't gonna go unless Ant was gonna go, and then Ant was like, "Fuck it, I'm already gonna be there anyways."
Yeah. Huh.
I heard like
Well,
that was like, so they're already like half out.
yeah. Hmm.
Oh, that's
These
so interesting, Gerald. I don't know.
yeah. See,
That's a possibility. You're right.
there's consequences because it's like I don't wanna see left-handed Ant. I wanna see windmill dunking Ant. I wanna see, like, crazy threes Ant.
Are we ever
But
gonna get like, okay, that weekend was incredible, right? That was the cat and Isaiah Thomas and Draymond Green and Boogie
mhm.
Cousins, right? And John Wall or something and something like that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that was skills. And even that was like, exciting as fuck.
Mhm.
And then the shootout, like I remember the years of like Kevin Love and like big names, doing it.
Yeah.
And now it's like Malik Beasley. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and then and then the dunk contest was one to like never forget because that was the epitome. We're never gonna get there again. Aaron Gordon and Zach Levine came out into the NBA as high flyers that can also completely,
Mhm.
do so many other things. And Aaron Gordon was a great defender, and we'd kind of seen like Blake Griffin esque moments from him.
Yeah.
But we were
Yep.
kind of treated to like the next star in the dunk contest, right?
Mhm.
Blake
Yeah.
Griffins and Dwight Howard's. I'm just not without
Yeah.
thinking at all. Like we were treated to at least some celebrity or NBA celebrity in the All Star dunk contest, and now we have G leaguers, and now we have people who are like, want a second NBA contract,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, exactly.
or
Yeah,
no
Obi
namers like,
Toppin's brother.
yeah,
Like,
and
what?
dude, props to them. Like it's like almost kind of like
Yeah.
shining a light into
Yeah.
the G League and up and coming players. But this is the marquee event.
Mhm.
And while it was really cool to have Jalen Brown up there, boy, did he like it was like completely rigged for him to be in the finals. He did absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Um, what was I trying to say though? It's like we're never going to get that, and it was such an amazing event, and we're never going to get that again. But can we get a piece of that? I don't know. It's going to be up to the
Yeah.
players to care, and that's probably they're going to care because they're going to get paid, and they're going to get paid like some amount.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
I
going to
was
have to
that's what I was
be a
talking
lot
about.
more than what they're already paid.
I was kinda thinking, a way because like, it's tricky because you people don't wanna get injured, and the big name players already make 40,000,000, 50,000,000, $60,000,000 a year. So for them to really get, like, interested in something, it can't be even like how the in-season tournament, they were talking about, "Oh, every player gets, like, $500,000 or something like that." Like, I don't know how much that really matters to the play like, it does matter to the players that don't have those max contracts. But, like, for somebody to care in the All-Star game, you almost have to have some crazy prize pool of, like, $10,000,000 or something like that. Where it's like, "Oh, All-Star MVP gets, like, 5,000,000 or, defensive player of the game gets 5,000,000." I don't know, something crazy. Because if you have something like that, then maybe people care, but I don't know. At the end of the day, I think a lot of people do value this as like an actual break. So, like, I mean, look at Jokic. He doesn't care to be here right now. Like, he doesn't want to be here.
Yeah, yeah. His game isn't like predicated for this kind of stuff, but he'll probably
Yeah.
have some fun passes and then like just go back to the bench. Hey, if I were coach of the All Star game,
Mhm.
Would you just play LeBron and Steph Curry 40 minutes?
Yeah. You'd play LeBron, Steph. Um, then you put Kawhi. Who else? I don't even know who all stars are. You put in PG. You put in
I
all
think
the
Kawhi.
players, the top players in the West, other than your players,
Yeah,
and you play
and
them
just like
40
grind them.
minutes. Yeah, exactly.
It's mostly a
LeBron
joke,
asks to
but
come out of. They would take foul to come out of the game, and you're like, nope, you're staying.
yeah.
Well, I don't. Oh, game starts at 7:40 from that timer. Okay, so we still got a little,
Oh, like
not
10
too
minutes
long.
before starting lineup. Okay. Woo! I'm so much more relieved. I thought it was like another hour of us just sitting here.
Yeah, no, we're not sitting here that long waiting for nothing. Oh man, I feel like I was gonna ask something, and now I can't remember what I was gonna ask. Um. Oh, I didn't make a poll. That's what I was gonna do. I don't have my laptop. Well, I won't do that.
If you want me to do anything, I probably won't do anything. Sorry, man.
That's okay. All right.
Also, you took your folks to the airport today. That's what you did.
Yeah, so it was is a little bit of an odd visit. I had my dad here and my aunt here. Um, my aunt arrived on Tuesday, left Saturday. My dad arrived on Wednesday, left today. So
Yeah.
there was a lot of different things, but yeah, it
Welcome,
was
Tycoon. Welcome, Nick Anderson. This is awesome. Welcome, Eric. Welcome, everyone. But I'm just seeing your
yeah,
names now. So
it'll be fun. I wish we
cool.
could share the game with you guys, but we will have a way to show the plays and everything, so you kind of know what we're reacting to and stuff like that. Um,
Yeah.
but the best,
Oh, that's
yeah,
awesome.
the best way is to have it on your TV and then have us on some secondary device or something. But watching on TNT, yeah, I also was kind of confused because they had like the alt cast on our stream a second ago, and I was like, I don't want the alt cast, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Me and Ashwin aren't listening, so. How are you guys watching it though? Curious how in sync everyone is. We're 100% in sync, JJ. We are, yeah, we're YouTube TV streaming to Discord in our admin center. And we're perfectly, so we will have the exact, if we have alternating reactions, then one of us is late, just mentally. So, yeah, Nick, I hope so too.
That'd be
I
fun.
understand. I understand that the all. I get that the All Star game is not something that people want to care about for a couple of reasons. One, you don't want to get injured, but two, you don't want to. You don't want to seem like you're like, oh, I want to steal all the points. I want to be a ball hog at the All Star game because then all the other stars might view you in a different way. And I think that's maybe what Ant thinks is, but
But Ant's been
oh, it
already
looks.
labeled the bullhog from FIBA.
I
Like,
know. I know.
let's just let it ride. Like, go
Yeah.
all in, win it, and like people now are gonna think your name. Like, I feel like
Yeah.
we're there's like people are forcing it right now. Also,
Yeah.
I'm like in really good spirits, high spirits about the future of the NBA when like players like Paolo Banchero and Ant and Wemby and all these
Yeah.
people are like barely being talked about, and they're the
Mhm.
next up. And it's like really sad that the NBA like media don't like showcase these players more. But like I'm so excited for
Mhm.
the not LeBron CP3s, Draymond Greens, and like I want that era to die and like
Yeah.
our era to come out. Like I'm really excited about like mostly the future of the sport.
JJ, just in case you're wondering, we're at the point where Reggie Miller is talking to the crowd right now. Gerald, we don't have a Discord stream. It's just in our like, it's our like admin section that may or may not be visible to you. So
Um, Sidebar, Cameron, maybe I should have talked about
yes,
this off air. Is this like something that we could open up to other people or no?
that's what I was talking to you before. If we put it there, it's possible somebody could report us if
Oh,
it's
okay.
public, and if they report it, then we're just out of luck. And they could take our entire Discord away. So, but
Not that
I
any
don't
of
really.
you would do that.
Yeah, no, yeah.
No,
No,
Gerald.
Gerald, you didn't. I actually realized this when I was testing some things out with my wife's Discord account. You can't see any of the admin stuff. You can see mod stuff because you're a mod. But the admin one is like completely invisible, which was not the intent, but it also doesn't matter. Well, I mean, there's certain chats that me and Ashwin use Discord in a very weird way because we
Where's
have like a
Finch?
hey, there's
Finchy!
Finchy.
Hey! Suddenly
No,
all is happiness.
Devin Booker's not clear, not clapping. uh, do
Oh
not put
man.
the Discord in jeopardy. That place rocks. Thank you, Mark.
Yeah. Let's be
I am
serious.
pretty sure the announcer just said Anthony Edwards.
Oh no. Wow, that's a lot of Minnesota. That's pretty cool.
These look
Now I
like
think Devin
pajamas
Booker.
that they're wearing.
They look like pajamas, right?
It's like very much pajama.
Huh.
Nothing
Okay,
goes
that was
better
my
than the
that was my lead.
holidays than pajamas.
That's my one comment about them. They look like pajamas.
Yeah. Whoa, they're breakdancing.
Was that Anthony Davis on the screen getting injured? What was that?
You talking about the breakdancing?
Oh my god, this is so much better than what they used to do.
What did they used to do? I don't remember.
I had like an hour-long opening ceremony.
Mm. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a separate stage. Guy Fieri! Yes!
They keep showing All-Star Weekend.
And they paid him to be here, you know what I mean? So they have to show him.
Shea Gilgis Alexander. Yeah, JJ,
Oh,
that was
yeah.
cute.
He doesn't even need to play the bass.
Oh no, are the Wolves the cool team now? That's what Mark says.
He hipsters.
Uh,
Oh man, that's pretty cool. Are those digital or are those actually like suspended from like
it's got to be
yeah.
digital. I didn't even. It's got to be digital. No way they have that advanced of video boards in Indiana.
You like how 50 Cent like
He
sounds
went
very
to the Magic.
Go
Did you
ahead.
see that so 50 Cent, he was wearing all Timberwolves stuff, and then like a week later he went to the Magic game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
What the heck?
That's annoying.
Boo! It's LeBron.
Oh,
Who said he does
entire
not want a good he does not want a farewell tour because he doesn't like compliments or something like that.
oh, that's what he said.
He said that on Twitter today, and everybody's like, "Uh-huh, sure."
Well, I can't believe it's his life. Oh, Eric Keller says I think Ant will be a starter next year. That would be remarkable.
I think the playoffs will really determine a lot. People, I mean, think of how many people you've heard in your life say, "Oh, I don't care about regular season basketball because I just care about the playoffs or whatever." That's what the people that will end up casually voting are the people that watch the playoffs. So if we get deep in the playoffs, I mean, think Devin Booker. Devin Booker's won nothing, but he is. I mean, he wasn't a starter, but like he's now like an annual, like, oh yeah, he's 100% going to be an all-star. So
I don't know what it is about this like cutout look, but I really like it.
you're talking about like these screens hanging down
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah. Actually, are they real? They might be real. I
I
just
think
saw
they're real, my
cords.
friend.
Yeah. That's crazy. I like that.
They're spectacular. Seinfeld joke. Scotty Barnes.
JJ
He was an injury replacement, right?
I think so.
This is kind of weird for me to say. I hope you're aligned with me in what I'm saying. But like, yeah, I don't really care about Tibbs or James Dolan or Knicks as a whole. But I think it's
Mhm.
kind of awesome that the Knicks are good.
I agree. I totally agree. I thought we had this conversation. It might have been a conversation I actually had with my dad. There's this possibility this year that we have the four like conference finals teams are the Knicks, the Pacers, the Timberwolves, and the Thunder. And I'm like, I would love that as like the last four teams in the playoffs. Because
That'd be
I'm
sweet.
like those are all like teams that have struggled for a long time now.
Yeah.
And to
Yeah.
have them all be in the playoffs and like going up against each other for a finals, like that, I don't know, that's like exciting to me. That's what I'm rooting for, anyways.
Yeah, that'd be
Cavs
sweet.
too. Cavs I might be okay with. Non-LeBron Cavs.
Yeah, this version of the Cavs are sweet, man. They're super fun and like yeah, I'm kind of getting sick. Like I think we were in like a peak NBA year where like John Wall, Bradley Beal were on a team together, like that era. And like I think even think that was like yeah. Anyways, and they were just coming into their own. But like every year was like the same damn teams at the top. And like the Boston pairing, you know, of Tatum and
Mhm.
Brown has we've seen it. We've seen it a
Yep.
lot of it.
Mhm.
I wouldn't
And
mind
they
moving
can't do
on.
it.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind moving on from that.
I agree. I'm sick of seeing Jason Tatum on Wheaties boxes.
Yeah, I think it'd be sweet. Like, let's just throw bias out of the equation. Ant as the next face of the NBA. I
I
think
think
would be
so.
pretty hella sweet.
Yeah. He's just a funny dude. Um,
I
likable
think it's
dude.
Luka. I think it's Luca for now in the
Luca's
foreseeable future.
I think so. Luca's just such a dominant. I mean, guys, like that is the one thing when we're starting to like hashtag analysis analyze like the top players, you start to get to these points of like, well, like Ant does have the occasional game where he doesn't even score 10 points. Like that does happen every like once every month or two. Whereas like Luca and some of these other players are there every single night.
Are they?
So
They're injured also.
they are injured, but when they're not injured and they're actually playing, I feel like they're there more often. But hopefully, oh
BBB,
yeah,
welcome, my friend.
yeah, welcome.
I think they were real.
I think they were real. I
It's
thought they were fake at
CGI.
first. I thought they were fake, and maybe the chords are also. Wait, was it actually? I don't
I
know.
guess it was
I
CGI.
it looked real to me. I think it's CGI, huh?
Wow, that's crazy because they went the extra mile of like showing the
Making
undercap of them.
yeah, yeah,
It
like
looked
they had
real
cords
from that.
dangling.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What's Chuck doing?
I think he's on like some alt cast that they're doing with other people.
The on Nickelodeon stream by chance?
Yeah, the SpongeBob stream. Boo,
Uh,
Kenny,
I'll be
boo.
casual. I'm actually only really watching this because of y'all. I
Yeah,
don't
I know. That's the
I don't know
same.
if I would be watching much of this.
Yeah. Yeah. But I appreciate it. Thank you for joining.
That camera
Okay.
angle with them dapping up at half court was kind of fire.
That was cool. Yeah, I
That
agree,
was cool.
JJ. That was cool. They need to bring back the camera angle from like I don't even remember. It might have been the 2000 All-Star game, but they had one that was like on like some kind of a track that was like courtside and it would like follow the players as they went down the court. I
Yeah.
love that. That was like my favorite.
I bet you they dropped that because that's where people sit and they
Yeah,
want money.
probably. Yeah.
uh I don't know. I think Portland is dabbling with drone footage. I don't know if
Really?
anyone saw the Portland cover of the Portland broadcast of the last couple games we had, but they have this like other angle that I haven't seen before, and it felt very free flowing. That'd be pretty sick. You're gonna take a
I
nap
would
until
love.
they start.
Yeah. Take me a nap. Yeah, I know. This would probably be nap time for me if we weren't watching this together.
All right.
Ugh, we should be close. Let's see. How does this look? Oh, you get completely covered if we do that. Let's do.
Are you looking at the
Whoa.
same thing that I'm looking at right now?
No, I'm moving our faces around the screen crazy. Like,
Oh, oh, you did do the same thing I did.
what did I do?
Uh-oh.
Don't share that. What are you doing? Why are you
Very-
sharing that?
I don't know.
He's trying to get us banned. Oh my gosh, this is so annoying. Well, I'll keep this.
Oh, we're live on Twitter and on Facebook.
Oh yeah. Is that a problem?
No, no.
What? Okay, we'll do that.
Did you know that? So we do our shows on Streamlab or StreamYard or something. StreamYard.
Yep.
You can have conference calls that are infinite time in StreamYard.
Yeah, like we could just sit here for the rest of forever and it would
Yeah,
never end. Yeah. It is
like
it is kind of
we can
nice.
do this in Discord too, but like not trying to tell you guys. Ooh, big shocking thing, but like Google Chat and or GChat or like Zoom, you can only do like 45 minutes to an hour, and then they cut
Yeah.
you off, no matter the player count, no matter how many people are in the chat or in the call.
Yes. Godfrey, what's up with Kenny Smith last night? I don't know, but that was ridiculously
It was bad
disappointing.
luck,
Yeah.
and they are just like not addressing it.
I know. I can't like it's super weird to me. And then he was also during the dunk contest versus I didn't even see this live, but apparently there was some comment about like Jaime Jaquez and like having like a Mexican themed like celebration or something like that. And he was like, "What is this?" And it's like, "What?" Like,
Oh yeah,
what are you
I
talking
remember
about, bro?
hearing it, and I was like, "Is he actually saying what I think he's saying?" I really hope
I
not.
know. See, I think that's honestly, he probably got away with a lot of stuff because people were watching how we're watching this right now, very casually and not really like listening super strongly, um, or at all. So
Is Fast Twitch a drink, like a Gatorade
I
like drink?
I think it is a Gatorade drink. Yeah.
Did you notice that they were like promoting Gatorade water?
Yeah, and then Ant's PR person took it out of the screen during his interview because he's like not sponsored by them, I think.
Oh, what an ordeal, man.
It's so dumb.
Wait, stop the interview. Let's like recalibrate.
Yeah.
Let's put a Adidas water in his place.
Yeah, yeah. Put a bunch of his shoes, his brother's album, all those different things up there.
Yeah. Did you pay attention to any of the interviews? Like Gerald posted some of them in Discord. Did you read or watch them?
I was watching a lot of the interviews. Yeah,
Some really bad questions.
I
Like, what is the role of these sometimes?
yeah, and then there was the question that the one reporter was asking everybody that was like, "How does this affect LeBron's
Right.
legacy?"
See?
And we're like, everybody. I'm glad that everybody gave the proper response and just laughed at them because what are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
Curry's teaching somebody to shoot.
The Sabrina Steph thing was awesome.
I did enjoy that. I did like that.
That was the coolest thing last night.
Mm.
And just thinking about the future, right? Of like what that could mean for other players and other stuff.
Kieran, I've never had Fast Twitch. Also, the name Fast Twitch to me seems like I don't know, seems bad. Like, do we want like twitching? That makes me think I'm gonna drink it and start like tweaking.
Yeah.
Like,
You're gonna tweak fast.
but they're definitely getting the point across that it's not regular Gatorade. But I've never tried it. I'm sure I'd probably like it. I typically I've liked some energy drinks in the past, but
Is it an energy drink though? It's
I don't know. Maybe it's not an energy drink.
they have this other Gatorade. It's like Gatorade Prime or something.
Oh, you're
Well,
right.
Kevin Harlan isn't broadcasting it.
No, it's
That guy.
this guy. I don't know his name, but he's not in a lot of things. And then it's Candace and Reggie. Reggie makes sense. Not that I love Reggie, but
Yeah.
for Indiana, he should be here. No Kenny though.
No Kenny. Um. Yeah. I don't know as much or nearly as much to talk about this at length, but the WNBA being more and more integrated with the NBA, like in games, in like exhibition stuff, it's just gonna be amazing. I don't know in what
Yeah.
capacity or how often. Could there be some sort of in-season tournament stuff? Could there be some sort of off-season like ambassador stuff where the WNBA is like traveling with the NBA? You know how they do
hmm
some of that stuff, like you know, ball without borders, whatever they call it.
Oh yeah, basketball without borders.
The All Star Weekend should also be something like that. I think there should be
Yeah.
something there.
Because yeah, they do a lot of like donations and whatever that they're talking about, but it's never like it's not the same.
Mhm.
That can happen anytime.
But like the way that I was talking up the next in kin for the
Yeah.
NBA, I'm
Yeah.
kind of pretty pumped for Caitlin Clark to take over the WNBA.
Yeah. Yes.
I
I
don't think we've
know.
ever had a player like that.
The Storm
Um,
are pretty high on the lottery. Seattle
yeah,
Storm.
yeah,
Yeah. That would be awesome.
that'd be sick. I don't think that's happening for Seattle.
Probably not. Because who is I can't remember who's first right now in the lottery. I think it's
Atlanta?
is it Atlanta? Okay. Thought it was
Yeah,
somebody that
man.
like won recently.
Yeah.
But okay, the game has started and this is
Hey, this is faster than I thought it would be. That's really cool.
okay. I'm gonna go to this. So we've already got some stuff that's happened. So disregard this for a second.
Bam Adebayo is starting.
Is he really?
Wait, Bam Adebayo's in the All Star game?
Yeah, wait.
I guess that's cool. I don't really care. What's up? We got a Facebook dude, Pierre.
Hey, Pierre.
Hello, hello, welcome.
I love the bed in your profile picture.
Any follow up, or it's just that?
That's it.
I guess there's not many beds in profile pictures. Oh, he replaced Embiid. Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, that's right. Embiid's out. Okay. This is very ahead. I don't know how to slow it down enough.
He's slow mode. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, here. Yeah, it's actually, we're pretty close. There we go.
We're at the point where Bam Adebayo just missed the midi,
Yes. And I think I've got it lined up now.
and Shea just ooped it for a Katie layup.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Okay. We got it
Whoa!
right now. Yes.
Oh, and it just updated. Wow,
That's perfect.
that's pretty exciting. Have you seen YouTube channels that do like just a box score
Yes.
and they go live? Oh,
Yep. With no faces, too. It's
okay.
just the
Yeah.
box score.
Ooh, we're a level up from that, I guess.
What color? Oh, we're red, right? The West?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. It's kind of weird. I feel like usually the
red's an
West
East
is
color.
like the darker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jokic just did some weird jump. Halliburton. Oh, I love that this is so lined up with exactly what we're seeing. That's perfect.
Ooh, Larry Bird's in attendance.
Dunk. Nope. Oh. Is this oh, yeah, I didn't even ask. What is the format here? Is this just a normal we're not doing any target score stuff?
Yeah, maybe they just did away with that
I
because
mean,
they were trying
I
to
did
inject some competition, but
yeah, I didn't like the target thing.
it was confusing.
It was too much.
Oh, LeBron wanted to do something fancy, and he's like, "Oh, I'm
LeBron tried to
39.
do the
Sorry."
Anthony Edwards.
Yeah. It'd be sick if people gave a shit about this, like the John Wall, or God, I keep saying those two players. The Damian Lillard, like John Wall back and forth. Who was that other player? I forgot who it was.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't remember who it was though.
It's like people that really want the MVP. Now
Mhm.
they make too much money. Like getting MVP doesn't matter. It's like wasn't like
Exactly.
always like a big deal.
That's what I'm saying. You need to make the MVP be something crazy, like $10 million. I know they probably can't afford that because they're always talking about how they're not making money, but okay, Halliburton's going nuts.
Lillard played defense.
Halliburton again. Oh my gosh.
That's pretty sweet.
That's cool. Jokic
Well,
just
at
missed.
least score. Oh yeah, Finch is like
Heat check.
letting Jokic play. I love this.
Oh. Oh, I thought that was gonna go.
There was a short clip. Well, I think they were talking to LeBron in the pregame
Oh yeah.
of like they had Cat and Ant sit next to like the entire coaching staff, and our coaching staff was pretty like there's a lot of people there. Pretty
Yeah.
cool. All Minnesota.
Mhm.
Like even the security guard Pierre, the dude who
Yeah, that's what
tackled
I
that
heard.
in the
Yeah.
protest. Like he's part of the staff now. You know.
Mhm. Mm. Alright, let's get Ant in the game, come on. Let's
What
see
they
what Ant
did
is
for the
gonna do.
in-season tournament, they found something in it.
Yeah.
And I hope it's not a short blurb where they like, "Ooh, this was really fun for a while." Now people are like mad and upset and irritated by the fact that they have to be competitive in October. But
Yeah, yeah.
when they did that like race to a point threshold, it was like really exciting that
Mhm.
year.
Yeah, yep.
And then it was like, "Ooh, we are
Yeah,
confusing
it
the hell
was
out of our
like
audience."
exactly. Like, the first year was almost too perfect to the point where it's like, "Well, this isn't gonna happen like this every single year." So then it made them continue kinda going with that same theme, so
Mm.
Real Sports wants to know, Giannis, over or under 31.5 points?
Under.
I'd say under 2.
I think he's gonna do bare minimums.
Yeah. I think it would
You
take
remember when
a
Andrew
lot.
Wiggins won, like, Rising Stars MVP, and he just all he did was, like, barely get off the ground for 10 dunks?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
The
that's
good
gonna be
old days.
Giannis in the All-Star game from now on, I think.
I should break out my Wiggins, whatever, Rising Stars jersey. I actually really liked that jersey. It was when I was in Brooklyn.
The
Um,
black stars or black and white jerseys.
yeah, yeah.
They're pretty
I
sweet.
always thought it was supposed to mimic some kind of like abstract like building or something, like
First
skyscraper or
Ave.
something. Yeah. Oh, was that what it
No,
is?
no.
Oh,
Or, like, the
okay.
First Ave wall with the stars?
Yeah, yeah.
It made me think of that.
That is true. I didn't even put that together. That does look kind of like that, but
Yeah, we're in
apparently I'm
commercial right now, Nick Anderson.
yeah, we're in
I'll let
commercial.
you know.
We're watching
Some
somebody that looks
dude
like
dunk.
Gronk dunk.
Patrick Beverley in a commercial now? I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Oh
it's
no.
Michelob. Jeez.
Superior light beer. Do you drink, Cameron?
Not really. Very little.
At the start of the pandemic, did you drink a bit more than you do now?
No.
I drank a lot at the start of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't drink at all anymore, but I used to drink a ton a
Mm,
couple years ago.
couple hours ago.
Couple hours ago. Last night was so wild.
No, actually, I had one of my first drinks in a long time. Just this last week, I went to some cafe called. It's not really a cafe; it's like a bar, but it's called the Zigzag Cafe. Um, and they had some drink. I don't even remember what it was called, but it was pretty good. And I was super scared because I typically don't like hard liquor, so it was some kind of mixed drink, but I liked it actually. So maybe I'm an alcoholic now.
But your dad wanted to live a little.
Yeah.
Maurice.
Maurice. Also, I love that we're seeing the emojis. We've never seen the emojis come
Oh
through
yeah,
like
that's
this
sweet. My
before.
man tried to justify that increase in drinking. Yeah.
That is true. Uh, but I'm sure you're not alone. I'm just different. I just have very random drinking habits. Asking for defense in the All Star game is hard. I mean, Jokic looking lost out there. Yeah, he missed a
He
layup.
looks
Okay, we're back from the game. We're back. They just
Yeah, we're back in
inbounded.
the game, Nick Anderson.
Katie's got the ball to LeBron. Guarded by Giannis. I couldn't be play by play. Ants eat 30% of their weight.
Just everybody
Oh,
Whoa.
okay.
There was
Finally,
a moment.
something.
Go ahead.
I was just commenting on the dunk.
There was a moment that I wanted to be an esports commentator,
Oh,
and I tried for about a month. It was rough.
I don't know
I
enough about
can't
any
talk
game.
fast. I can't
Yeah,
talk fast. That's a Giannis shooting a three. No one is here shooting. That was hilarious. No one wants Giannis shooting threes.
no. Also, Finch is doing your plan. He's got
Yeah.
LeBron and
LeBron.
Curry, AD. He's got KD. He's got Doncic out there. Okay. Whoa, we
Oh
got a
no.
ref cam.
That's what we need.
Yeah, that's what we need for every Timberwolves game.
Oh, there's like multiple zeros. Did you see that? Like
Yeah, I
Halliburton
heard.
passed it to himself.
Yeah,
Oh, I wanted that to be
LeBron
a miss so bad.
almost didn't make that. He jumped too early. That was a little scary. But he got his dunk quota for the night.
They're talking about Halliburton like he's the best player in the NBA. Cameron, this has been an amazing idea. Muting the broadcast. I have
Yeah.
never like actually legitimate watched a broadcast muted, except for when I used to watch Vikings pretty religiously. I
Mm,
loved Paul Allen. So any broadcast I would mute to listen to Paul Allen on the radio and stuff.
yeah.
I don't know how I feel about Paul Allen anymore. But
I'm okay with him. I'm pretty good with Paul Allen. I mean, I don't really know anything about him personally. Airball LeBron. No, Finch, don't take him out. See, look, is he almost he hit the front rim.
everyone wanted LeBron in the dunk contest, and he was like, no, for his entire career. And
Yeah,
now
I don't
everyone followed suit. No one's going to do the dunk contest, you know?
yeah. Yeah. He should do the dunk contest now just to see. I mean, the judges last night were also just awful. Like, but they would just give 50s for every LeBron dunk. And it would just be that same like tomahawk dunk that he does all the time.
I'm
He'd be the
confused.
oldest person ever to win the dunk contest. Oh,
Oh,
Ant's
40
in?
person.
Ant is in. He's acting like his knees hurt. Why is he running like this?
Oh no. Yeah, Ant's not going for more than a dozen points,
He
probably.
just does not care about this stuff. Like he is just so indifferent. I
Yeah.
wish really should have gone to the casino and bet whatever the under was on Anthony Edwards. I saw that it went down by like 5 points when he said he was going to shoot left-handed. Over under Ant, like honestly 5.5 points.
I only read a Reddit header. I didn't even click in the link. That's how much I care about it. But Doc Rivers on the road trip, and how his start was a little slower than he expected. He kind
Hmm.
of like talked about how he wanted to wait until after the All-Star break to join.
Oh yeah.
It would have been nice, he said. I think that's kind of hilarious.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy.
And to think that he like not that I cared about Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy, but to think of him and his like raspy voice to take over the commentary of the finals,
Yeah.
that'd have been something.
Ant just drove with a right-handed layup.
Oh, really? I missed
Yep.
it. If you're just like watching it, like boy
I know.
does
I'm
the
just
game suck if you're just like not
yeah.
gonna get the ball for like
Tyrese Maxey's trying to draw fouls. What's going on here? I like that the game is still close because if we can have a close game late, then it could be fun. But
I forgot there were timeouts.
forgot there was commercials.
Wait,
Planet
what is this?
of the Apes, like part 17. No, not Planet of the Apes.
Godzilla? What?
What is this? Mini Kong. They're like 10 years too late to the mini game.
Godzilla and Kong.
The new Empire.
Wow, I had no idea that was going to be a thing, but I guess there was an actual foul in the All-Star game. Oh, that's so funny. It's not just you. I feel like if he doesn't have the ball in his hands, why care? Like that's
Yeah.
probably his mentality. And in a game where everyone's like, I don't know whose turn it is.
Welcome to the stream, everybody. We were up to like 30 people for a second there. If you haven't already, like the stream. Oops, I missed an over under on rebounds for Anthony Davis. Oops.
That's like Ant. Guys, yesterday I air fried a steak
Oh yeah, how was
and it
that?
was pretty good.
It was pretty good. What
I
kind of
like
air fryer do
cooking,
you have?
but
Do you have like the one with the little like compartment underneath that you pull out like a drawer, or do you have one that's like like a rack?
yeah, I have an Instant Pot branded
Oh yeah,
air fryer, so it's like a
hmm
little compartment.
nice.
I actually love cooking. This is not cooking. This is just me putting a thing in the oven, essentially a convention oven. But
Mhm.
it worked. I was so surprised.
That's me when I cook anything.
I air fried a
Oh.
snake. Did it come out as snake?
I heard steak, but maybe we could say it's snake. Cooking dot, yeah.
That's a bold prediction, Kieran.
Towns will get 1-3. Yeah, I think he will.
I think he's
I
gonna
think
get two
Towns.
fast break dunks.
Yeah, I honestly wouldn't be surprised to see Towns even get close to. This sounds crazy, but like 20 points. I could see that happening. I could. I'm surprised that Ant already has two. To be honest with you, so
Mhm.
I think Ant takes a three, and then that's it for him. He just does not care. He is not the type of person to root for in these things. But I will gladly be proven wrong. I'd love to see Ant go for like 30 in an All Star game, but
Has there been any like dispute of who wants to like take over the game for like MVP count like purposes? Has there ever been like two people with like 20 points in the fourth quarter being like, "Oh, it's my time." No, it's my time. And they like fight for it.
yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think people have cared enough.
Oh my god, we got a fucking deuce.
Still close. Wow. Okay, so the over under for this game for like the combined team was like 200 and like was it 230 or I think it was like 236 or something like that. And right now it looks like both teams are on pace to have 50 points at the end of the first. Or was
Has
it
the only exciting
300?
thing so far been like Halliburton popping off for 9 points and then LeBron almost missing a dunk?
Yeah, pretty much. Let me see actually. I think it was here. Oh no, it was 365. I don't know what I'm saying.
Like
365 was
total
the over
points?
under. Total points between the two teams. I I guess that's probably pretty close. What a pass.
Like why even dribble?
Yeah, that's what we should just take dribbling out. Oh my gosh, Curry just got a block. And with a dunk.
Hey.
Whoa. Not a very good one, but
Yeah.
and a rebound. He's going crazy.
Do it lefty. Oh,
And he lost it.
Jalen Brown. Redemption for Saturday night.
Oh, what a foul.
You know what's really funny? He doesn't do that in the regular season. He doesn't do that in a normal NBA game.
You talking about Steph?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna have a close game after the first quarter. Hmm. There is some defense, JJ. I'm kind of surprised. This is like more than usual. Okay, team to score more points in the second quarter, LeBron or Giannis? I assume that just means
Wait,
West or
Team
East.
LeBron?
I'm pretty sure it's just West or
Oh,
East.
LeBron's West.
Um, maybe LeBron. I don't know. Or West.
Whoa.
Carnival Cruise going nuts. More points in the game. Shea Gilgeous. Oh, Tyrese Halliburton. What the heck? Over under 8.5 assists for Curry. I'm going to say over. This doesn't mean anything, by the way. Um, could you imagine the defense if they offered up 500 or a mil for the winners? That's what they need to do. They need to have incentives. I don't know what the incentives needs to be, but they need to be there. At the same time, they kind of have to balance because, like, both me as a fan and them as a player, them as the players, they don't want to get injured in a basically meaningless game.
Yeah.
So it's a little tricky. But I do think incentives would be good.
But what are incentives outside of money? Like,
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't think
know.
there is any. You get your own book.
You get your own shoe deal.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Whoa, wait! You
Is
could have
this
like
how
an
Cat gets a
all-star
shoe
shoe.
deal?
Yeah,
That'd be
you get
crazy. That
the
wasn't
big
any
purrs.
slight on Cat, by
Yeah, that was.
the way.
Yeah, you guys get us for like 2.5 hours today, so you're gonna hear a lot of true thoughts coming through here. Um, hmm. Well, we should get Cat in the game here pretty soon. He's got to be coming in.
That would be wild if Finch, the All-Star coach, is like, nah, Cat. You get 5 minutes. Only in a blowout.
He's got to get.
Oh,
Hmm. This is what
what
movies are
movies are
made
made
of.
of?
Uh, Here, I'll share this instead. Got some ant pics.
That's how it's gone so far for Ant.
That's about it.
Yeah.
They smiled at each other. That was maybe the highlight of the night so far.
The whole like when they were introduced.
Yeah.
That was
There's
pretty cool
Finch clapping for himself above his head.
actually. Is that a Timberwolves account tweeting that?
This is the Timberwolves account, yeah.
Oh.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Man, Jalen Brown really is a Timberwolf. That's Ant and Jalen Brown. And it's like seemingly every picture is them. Towns to the Celtics? No, I'm just kidding.
All right. I care too much.
Okay.
You remember when they used to have like kids sitting in like the sections for like I'm gonna don't if the East wins or if like Team LeBron wins, then like that school gets money over the other school.
Yes, I hated that. I
Oh
hated
my
that.
god, I'm so glad they got away with that, or
Yeah,
they got through that. All right.
yeah. Oh, cat's out there. And John Krasinski must, I mean, he's at the game, so he's tweeting like way ahead of what we're seeing. But apparently there's some interaction between Ant and Cat. We'll see.
That's cool. There it is. There it is. They pass back. They keep passing back. All right.
What the heck? Oh, he should have hit that. What in the world are they doing?
That was a very Timberwolves thing that just
That
happened.
was that was funny though. There is actual defense being played. Like not like high level defense, but there is an amount of defense.
Hang the banner. Oh. Oh, is this where Cat gets showcased as a passer?
Oh, that could be.
He extinguished it from his regular season games, but boy, does he want to unleash in the, in
Yeah.
the All Star game. I think that would be pretty fun if Cat can like show that off or
Yeah.
do some like pretty cool passes, I guess. But that's like I don't think that's gonna happen. Oh no, I forgot
This
the
is the
page.
venue.
Reggie Miller broadcasting. Dude, we've been spoiled. Like, it's been hard to like mute broadcasts, right?
Yeah.
If I was a fan of the Clippers, like back in the day, or like the Clipper, who else? Who are bad broadcast teams? I don't
Yeah.
know. I would probably mute them. You know. Oh, the Warriors. The Warriors are like, dear God, they're the worst. Oh, damn it, Cat.
Cat.
Can't go 0 for 2.
He fouled him. Oh, that was kind of nice, even though he
You gotta
missed
wake
it.
the crowd up. You gotta wake the crowd up. Do something.
Yeah. Scotty Barnes will.
LeBron missing. How will that affect his legacy? Says reporter.
Yeah, really. No. Oh man, Towns and Edwards, their plus minus is going to be
Oh no.
earth shatteringly low.
I don't want Damian Lillard shooting free throw line jump shots. Do something fun.
Yeah.
What's the fucking point?
Oh, Ant's not even in anymore.
Yeah. He's probably like, take me out, coach. I don't know
He
what I'm doing
seriously,
anymore.
he just doesn't
He didn't
care
even want
about
the
this
ball.
stuff.
That's why Cat
Yeah.
shot that. Oh, they're pinstripe? Did you know that?
No.
They need a mic on Ant. No, none of these players are entertaining. He missed the layup after they had an inside track on him.
Yeah.
Lakers fans right now in Reddit. We got to rebuild. LeBron washed.
Yeah.
The in-season tournament happened in Vegas, right? Like the
Yes.
finals.
I think so. Yep. Yeah, it did.
Oh, giddy up, Cat. Let's see
Let's
it.
go, Cat. Let's go, Cat.
That's one fast break dunk.
There we go. He's bringing the team back.
Cat and plus minus. That would have happened in a real game.
Yep.
That would have been to a T what would have happened in a real game. Skims.
I can't tell if I like Shea or not. I don't really know enough about him. But all I know is that all of his fans hate our fans.
Really?
Oh yeah. Big time. There's like on at least on Twitter. On Twitter there's like a lot of rivalry between Shea and Ant.
What I like about his game is that he's very smooth with it. But it kind of reminds me of like Slow Mo and D'Angelo Russell, where they like aren't doing anything extreme or athletic, or
Yeah.
they're athletic, but like you know what I mean. It's
Yes.
really slow mo, and he's not going to go out and just like dunk it, you know.
Uh,
So I don't know if I like him as a player. I like him like representing. And get up there because everyone else sucks. Your worst is their best.
So here we go. Oh, that was dumb. Nobody knows how to do the bounce. Alley-oop. Got to give him the ability to do some crazy stuff. Can't just put it on the basket.
The one thing I'll say is that I'm kind of glad that they're not just chucking threes. Oh, okay. That's that moment. I thought he was.
Yeah. Oh, he nutmegged him. Oh.
Oh.
All right, Finch, get in there. Take the guys out. LeBron, you're playing the rest of the night. Ugh.
We got another 2 hours of this.
That's about it.
Oh, guys, we got some halftime content for you. Gear up with our off-season content.
Yes.
Oh,
Big
man.
time.
I saw this commercial yesterday for the first time. It made no sense to me. Can you tell me what that was all about?
You don't like lemon and lime?
I'm trying
Or
to
what
inject
is it?
energy to myself. That didn't work.
There was some, I can't remember what their names are. Is it Lem and On or something? I don't remember. Or Lime? I don't know. Hashtag analytics. Oh man.
Whoa, is this Dune? Oh, it's Dune. Okay.
I've never seen Dune. Because there's a first one, right?
Yeah.
Oops. Oh yeah, part 2.
Visually stunning. I didn't really think all that much about the first movie.
I just saw that they had some like inappropriate, like customized popcorn bowl or something. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh gosh. Wonder if I can find a picture of it that's safe for stream. Did you see it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Share just now?
No.
I'm just Reading a fucking Reddit thread I shouldn't be reading. If Finch loses by 20 plus, do we take him out of the coach of the year race? Oh no. JJ creates.
He shouldn't be in the coach of the year race anyways. I know I'm being such a hater, but I just don't think
Really?
I don't think he should be. Yeah. Like there's so many times. How many times this season have we been like, he's a wancho? Like,
Finch?
yes. Like his lineup decisions, trusting Cat in situations where it's like, oh, he's got 3 fouls. I'm sure he won't get a fourth by halftime. Or like, I don't know, like the lack of like how many again, this is a lot of this was earlier in the season, but like we would have times where it was like, oh, out of a timeout, turnover, or like out of a timeout, like not a great run play. I don't know. I just feel like it's been not good.
Yet on the Ryan Russillo podcast, John Krasinski can be quoted saying that Chris Finch is the best coach we've ever had. Jim Peterson on Score North at the Timberwolves Lifestyle podcast apparently has been quoted saying Chris Finch is the best Timberwolves coach of all time. With all respect to Flip Saunders.
That may be still true. Why are they trying to foul Cat?
Sabrina. I've been to 2 WNBA games recently. Oh
Yeah.
shit, sorry. And they were both with the Liberty playing against the Storm.
Hmm. It's another kind of weird question that I'm listening to the game, and they're asking her like, wasn't it? But they're like asking her about how it was, and they're like, but didn't you just want to geek out looking at Steph Curry? Like why are we
Really?
like stop this? This is so
Stop it.
weird. She's a professional though. Sabrina's good, but like
She's good.
man,
She's like Sue Bird like professionalism.
yeah. Trey Young, future Laker. Okay, see Towns. He's up to 9, 8. What? How many points? I don't even know.
I used to care about that shit. I think it'd be pretty cool if he runs it and takes it.
Here we go.
Oh, that was pretty awesome.
That was cool.
Is he just smiling this whole time though? Are you watching that?
You
Smiling.
cat you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here you go,
Oh,
Cat.
you got a little mini cat run.
Whoa.
Oh, you could have dunked that. 10 points. They wanted to let you know.
Okay. Ooh.
If I were to go on a limb, I would think Tyrese Halliburton or Lillard are leading this game right now.
Halliburton, yeah. Well, Halliburton scored 15 points right out the gate.
Well, what? Oh.
Chris Finch knows how to use timeouts in the All-Star game.
I don't disagree with you, by the way, on the Finch commentary. I don't think I
Yeah.
wanted to leave you hang in there, but I remember our team with a plus 20, 21 win total, like in the Memphis year or something, and I don't know if he was nominated. There was like the top 3 or top 4.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And like he's just been building off of that. Like so now there's no like this extreme change. I think that was the year that like was it Mike Brown won Coach of the Year or something for the Kings
Yeah.
resurgence?
Yeah.
This year it probably should be Dagonout or whatever the OKC guy is.
Yeah. I think so.
Or as weird as this sounds, I'm recognizing the face. I don't recognize the name right now off the top of my head. It's the Cavaliers.
Oh yeah. Wait, who is the coach of the Cavaliers? I don't know.
He has Minnesota ties.
Hmm. Can't remember. I was kind of making the argument the other day that what is his name? I don't know his name either. God, we're such casuals. But the coach of the Utah Jazz, because the Jazz gave up everything, and 2 years in a row they're still competing for playing. Like that's pretty impressive.
Pretty
Um,
impressive. Yeah.
like they got rid of everybody, and they
I think his
continue
name
to
is
keep
like
getting rid of people.
Will Hardy.
Will Hardy. I kept wanting to say Will Smith, and I'm like, his name is not Will Smith. Okay, Will Hardy.
um
Yeah, Crone.
JB Bickerstaff.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there it is. No, you didn't. You guys got it as I looked it up. Perfect. He should be in the running because Garland out for time.
Yeah.
Jared Allen gone for like most of the season.
Mhm.
Mitchell cruising when everyone was like, he's going to the Knicks or the Lakers or something, right? Like
Yep.
he's just like
Yeah.
waiting out his contract. And they are the hottest team in the NBA right now, at least going into the All-Star break.
Yeah. They've won what is it, like 15 of the last 16 games or something crazy? I don't know. There's a lot of games they've won.
But like your point earlier, maybe an hour and a half earlier, was if the Pacers, the Cavs, the Knicks, like OKC and Minnesota, if like we're the top seeds, man, if we're like the last 4 standing, that's gonna be fucking awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crone asks you, what did you think of the Moda Center?
What did I think of the Motor Center? I loved it. I think it's so much better. I've only really been to Target Center though, so I can't really compare it too much. But well, I mean, of NBA arenas. I went to Climate Pledge Arena here in Seattle, which is technically Key Arena, um, but no, it's so much nicer. The concourses are so much larger. The food options are so much better, and there's so many more. I like the seating situation more. Also, shout out to all the Portland Trailblazers fans watching right now. But their fans are better. And I hate to say that, but
They're
and I
better.
do think it's partially because I mean the Timberwolves have been bad for 20-ish years, until like just a couple years ago. So we had so many times of losing generation. Like we lost a generation of fans because we were so bad. Um, um, but their fans were in it. When they were down 44-14, the minute they made a bucket, it was like loud. And I don't know, it didn't really come through on the broadcast. I rewatched some of the broadcast and they were into it. And the people like the fans around us knew basketball. They were like talking about I don't know, they understood it. So the fans were really good. And it reminded me of Target Center back in like 2009 or something like that when there was still like some hope that like I don't know, like the Rubio days or the Love days and stuff like that could save us. But no, in general, I thought it was really good. I really liked it and worked out well. Also, I got like a parking spot like basically in Moda Center, so that was great.
I was a season ticket holder in 2009.
And for the Timberwolves,
Yeah.
wow.
Um,
Wait, when did you move to Washington?
2014.
Oh, so yeah, wow, that's weird. You moved a year before I did because I
We've
moved
never talked about this.
2015.
You moved in 2015?
Yeah. We have never talked about this. What the heck?
That's pretty cool. I mean,
That's
whatever.
interesting.
Interesting. Yeah. Um,
What is left in it? Is it a minute and a half or something like that? Let's see. Oh, 30 seconds or something? I don't know.
Tyus
Air
Alvarez,
ball.
7. Do you think? Did you just watch that?
No. What?
That it might have been the dumbest thing I've ever seen in an All-Star game. Luka Doncic at the rim, just kind of like walking around and doing it without even jumping. Yeah, I think you're correct, JJ. I think this is going to be a slaughter. Oh, not when Steph Curry's around.
Steph might save us.
Bring back the starters, Finch.
What the heck? He just faked a Ugh.
Is Silver going to go into the locker rooms at halftime?
Yeah, that's right.
Also, is oh no,
What?
oh no, it's begun. I think
That
Luka
was a
is
2 for
wrong for
1.
the All-Star game.
The announcer said it was a 2 for 1.
Oh, okay.
John Krasinski, he just tweeted, "With the West's defense is abysmal. Fire Finch." Oh
Oh
boy.
man, great idea, Cameron. Great idea. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Uh,
You know, if there's like a halftime, also like a concert or something.
there probably is. Um, so we have a couple options here. We do have something, a clip that we wanted to show everybody, and it's a couple minutes long. It's our predictions going into the season, and it's pretty alarming. The accuracy from both of us is insane. Um,
Man, are we gonna live react to our reaction?
we don't have to live react. We could just play it, and then that could be our intermission to go do some stuff. Because I need to grab some food, and I also need to feed my dog. Um,
Okay.
so we could do that, and then once we come back from that, then we could go into the seeding because we wanted to talk about some playoff seeding, possible matchups, and see which one we're rooting for, so we know who to what to root for going into the playoffs if we're rooting for anything. Um, so let's do that, and I'm gonna go to something different instead. Okay. So
We did not predict
what?
that. JJ asks, did we predict that Shake would take the one shot torch?
Oh yeah, no, we did not predict that. That should have been a prediction, but it was not. Okay. So let me share this screen here. Actually, let me make it.
The Chuck, what's up? Oh my god, look at that.
Look at that. There's you
Remember
and
when I
me, and
fucking
I'm
put I
licking my
bought this light to
lips.
like counteract your LED lights.
I know I had a different setup. I'm totally backwards now. But let me do this. I'm gonna edit this.
The Chuck 23 asks, or just says, can't grip watching LeBron, Steph, Kawhi, playoff P, Durant. He gets to the All-Star game to play with all of them and says, I'm going to shoot with my left hand. Prone. What I want to know is, are we going to celebrate once the team sale is finalized and Glenn is gone?
Okay.
Has Edwards shot? I thought he just dumped
Yes.
and he laid the layup.
He is not. Yeah, he has not. Yeah, well, yeah, he has not shot. And I don't think he's done anything with his left hand. Yeah, you're right. Lame. Even more boring.
Cameron, do you
Okay.
know what this means? If we can
What?
record this moment, we can do an inception later of us
Yes.
reacting to this.
React to our reaction. Are we even going to live react to this though? Or are we actually going to take our own intermission so that we can come back?
I
and
feel like you planned the fact that you were going to take your dog out during this moment or something. So
yeah, I do
a
need
little
to.
break.
Well, I need to feed him, and that's it. And then I'll probably run to the bathroom and whatever. But we'll still be here. We're just gonna play this. This will go for a couple minutes, and then we'll be back. So yeah, BRB. No intro is the outro because we're not leaving. What the heck is that little emoji thing? I've never seen that before. Okay. Let me take this. Oops, I forgot. I didn't move it to the front. There we go. All right. If you can still hear us, this is our predictions going into the season. Scarily accurate. It's pretty amazing. So, gonna play this, and hopefully the sound works.
In like Memphis and Denver together, in the sense that we could have won probably either of those series, but probably the Memphis series more so than the Denver one. But had we had just like 4 more wins, we wouldn't have played Denver. We would have matched up Denver in the second round. So like, and if we had capped for 50 more games, we would have played some other team we would beat. Like I'm just saying. So coming into this year, I was like, I'm feeling pretty high because we're not making moves. Other teams are desperate. A couple of teams got made awesome transitions, and like Jaws suspended for some time. The Kings may have been a fluke. OKC has Chet and stuff. I say all this to say, like, before Vegas odds came out, I was like, this team could go 55 wins.
Mm-hmm.
Even with the parity. Like, I think we could have made a huge leap. Just think about 50 more games of Cat. Like, who's stopping whatever that is?
Yep.
And, like, absolute certainty of who's running point guard. And that's a point guard who can pass. And a point guard who can, like, throw it up to Gobert and, like, keep everyone on. So I was thinking that before Vegas came out. And then they said 44.5 wins or something.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, what are they thinking? And then I'm hearing like podcasts kind of like in passing, or like the Zach Lowe like said this, like reading, glancing through Reddit. I'm like, whoa, someone knows something that I don't. And I still am thinking like about 50 wins is a potential for us.
I agree. I think it's definitely a potential for us.
But that was before doing this exercise.
Yeah. I agree. And I think we should also mention this. You did every team, and I just did the Timberwolves. Actually, I did the Timberwolves, the Nuggets, and maybe Portland. Really random combination. But
I did every team.
But you did every team, and I only did the Wolves. So yours is, I guess, a way more in-depth version that has even like cross-checking of like other teams and things like that. Mine is literally just the Timberwolves. So I will go first because
lay it on me.
Yeah, I have the like by certain dates record kind of a thing written down. I just had to write them down.
I love that.
So by the in-season tournament at December 7th or whatever that is, I have the Timberwolves being 13-6. So a hot start to the season. I think if we're 13-6 after the beginning of the season, especially by the play-in tournament or the in-season tournament, we're feeling very good. So I have a lot of wins in the beginning of the season. By the All-Star break, which is February, I have us at 35-18, which is very good. And I must admit, so those of you that have watched the show, you understand I'm very pessimistic about the Wolves a lot of the time. So this is like
17 games over 500 levels of pessimistic.
Last year What did I have? I think the first one I did, because we did two. The first one I think I had it as like 500 or something like that. I had it as like 41 and 41. So at the All-Star break, I have a 17 games over 500. And by the end of the season, and I guess this does change a little bit with the in-season tournament if we win it, or if we play in it, or if we don't play in it. But at the end of the entire season, I have us at 50 wins. So 50 wins. Of course, I don't have the seeding since I didn't do every single team. But I'll be honest, after watching the preseason games, and I know they're just preseason, I'm really trying to not take too much from them, but I am taking a little bit from them. The ball movement, the energy from the players. I am very optimistic. I feel like if this team doesn't have injuries, and I legit mean this, I don't see a way that we aren't in at least the top 4 seed of the West this year. I know that there are powerful teams out there, and now there's these article coming out about how we're talking about like Ant, Cat, and Gobert as like a big 3. And sure, on our team, we've probably said the words big 3 or big 4 or whatever, not meaning to compare that to actual big 3s of like top superstars. But like on our team, that is the big 3. Like that is what they are. But like without any of those players getting injured, like Cat last season, I don't know. I feel really good about Cat. I feel really good about Rudy. He looks really good this preseason. And Ant, if he plays like he's playing right now, we're looking at an MVP level player. So I have us at 50 wins at the end of the season.
Zach Lowe put us in the top 10 of like must-watch TV like teams. The Simmons podcast has us like kind of locked in as the over on 45.5 wins. There's been a lot of optimism, mostly because we didn't kind of like gut our team. We didn't restart. We have a culture building. Seems like in the locker room, everyone's in. Seems like the post game, pressers and the media availabilities for all these players. It feels like this is a very serious winning tone. Even to like Cat's demeanor, it's just like, what a psychological just like balance this is, like to like have expectations and like have them like set way before even a season starting. Like everyone's healthy, everyone's in camp, not sitting on the bench or slouching or like being above anyone else. Like I love it, and I think that sets a tone. And I say all that to say the fact that last year we had Cat sick. We had like to introduce Rudy to our team, and we had the easiest schedule in the league, and we went like 4-11 or something like that, right? We were abysmal, and we could have been so much better. But I feel like we were playing above our competition now this year, and I think all the teams have to match up. And you said a big 3, we have a big ass roster. Yeah. It's not like a big anything. It's like a Big 10. Right? Like, yeah. Like formerly Big 10, whatever. Like, and you also say, even if we're like injury free, I think we're set up to have injuries.
We might be, actually. You're right.
We have a 4th big in Luka Garza, and we have like Leonard Miller and Minot in case like there's some Jaden nonsense, and like, even Jaden gets injured and Kyle Anderson gets injured. But like, we have so many dynamics that will help us afford a couple of weeks here or there of injuries. And honestly, injuries could be a good thing because like we saw last year, slow-mo emerged. Nickeil Alexander-Walker got traded for and like emerged. So I'm actually like okay with some injuries to like players. I don't want that. It's just like in the event that I'm saying way too much to say also that I think you're right in the sense that this team has top 4 like floor like potential. I have them, if you count 82 games, because I don't know, I did this whole thing and it stopped at it's at 78. I have them at 52-30. And that would put them in top 4 in the West, which means like I'm looking at Memphis, which I disagree with, but I did the thing, and Memphis is at the top. It's not true.
Yeah.
Phoenix is up there. That might be more realistic, but also like they might be trying to just get in as opposed to trying to be as top as possible. The Lakers look remarkable in terms of what they did. And they're also kind of not idiot proof, but like they're going to lose AD for some time. They're going to rest LeBron because of LeBron. And they kind of have players that fill in those roles well. And then they have like fucking, top of the All-Star ballot, Austin Reeves, to sort it all together. Denver is going to take a step back, in my opinion. Golden State, they are old as F.
They are. They're probably the biggest question mark for me this year. I think I don't understand what they're going to do.
Yeah. And I think the West, just in general, like the East feels a little bit more clear than the West. The West is like 10, 11 teams deep.
Oh, yeah.
And
maybe, yeah.
I don't think there is a chance for us to be in the play-in this year. I think it's going to be so messy in the bottom, and we were a part of that last year. But I think our team is resilient enough. It's young enough. It has a type of play style that will like withstand, like adversity. And I think strongly that we're going to be in that top 4 position. And what does that mean? Coach of the year considerations. What does that mean? MVP, DPOY, first team ballot, NBA, all NBA ballot considerations. You know what that means for our team is just prices go up, and our for tickets, like everything is going to be just illuminated for our team this year. Expectations were probably set a little too high. We still have to figure out the bigs, but I don't think that's like a problem. I think Rudy has understood his assignment. Conley getting $25 million a year, he understands his assignment. I think 52 wins is in play, man, and that's not even just a meme for our channel. I think it's like a possibility.
I agree. I think it's very possible. And you're right. I do think, thinking about it a little bit more, like we probably are a little injury proof. I guess I'm more so thinking less about Cat and more about Ant. I feel like Ant is the one that I'm the most worried about if he were to get injured, which makes sense. You can't have perfect backups for everybody, but and especially not somebody that could potentially be an MVP caliber player this year. Brutal! You're right. With Cat, we can definitely have him. Like if he got injured, I mean, obviously we already have Rudy, and then we've got Garza, we've got Nas, we've got like a ton of people behind him that would be fine to fill in, and may have to in the years after this year. Who knows what happens? Same with Jaden. I think we found that out, especially in the playoffs last year with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He at times was literally Jaden. Maybe better at times because he was able to produce offensively somewhat consistently in late in the season. And so far early in the preseason, he's been hitting on a lot of threes where they're passing out to him. So, it's
taking them.
Yeah, it looks good. I guess even if Mike Conley went down, I hate saying this because, he last year has not looked good, but Baby Mac has played really well and looked a lot better. And that might be serviceable. And a lot of the time, like we even have Kyle Anderson who can bring up the ball. Ant can bring up the ball. Na can bring, all these players can kind of fill in for each other. Ant is the one that's the one where we lose probably the most. There's probably some advanced stat where it's like, wins versus replacement or something. I don't even know. But that's the position where it's like, okay, well, even though we could put in we have somewhat of like a Mike Conley, Na, and like Jaden, and then, something like that. That's interesting, but it's not the same offensive explosion. And at the same time, Ant's defense is also there too. So it's, you're right. I think you're right. I guess I'm just worried about an injury to Ant because if we have an injury to Ant, I just don't know if we can. I don't know if we can be a top 4. I think there still is a floor for this team, and it's not play-in, or it's not lottery. Is what I mean to say. The floor without Ant is definitely play-in, but we're not going to be a lottery team.
Well, notably in my conversations about injury-proof team. Ant was absent in my list. I think that is the one if he goes down for any length of time, our team is going to be very predictable. There's a lot less discovery and more just recovery and understanding who can actually take the shots now, and a lot more Troy Brown Jr. than we probably need. Who's also looking really good for us. Last year we had Jalen Noel, just an absolute dud. Jordan McLaughlin, an absolute dud. Our bench was actually like, it sounded good in theory on paper, and like, wow, the next man up, and we're really considering like, ooh, even like Minot can get some time. Of course not. Our bench is a squad now, I think, and maybe it's just not like repeating myself from last year, but like, it feels very mature and veteran laden with Milton and Shake Milton and Troy Brown Jr. They're not veterans, but they're smart, savvy players. And
Okay, we'll cut it off there.
We're done.
We don't
Boy,
need
do I
to.
hate myself.
We do not need to hear about Shake Milton, but everything else was very good. And the thought of Shake Milton was good. But okay, let's go back to this. Oh, are you ready to be shown?
Yeah.
All right. Boom.
The only thing that I remember from this, because I didn't listen to most of it when we just played it back just now, you were like a game or two off. Exactly.
Yeah.
And
So I actually wrote it.
Wild.
I wrote it down because I was like, I want to remember that I was smart once. And so by the in-season tournament, I said we'd be 13-6. Now that does not account for the 2 games that were assigned to us after the play-in tournament like championship was determined, and those 2 games were against the Spurs and I believe the Hornets. So 2 like easy games that I probably would have said wins to going into the season. So hypothetically, if I would have done that, I would have said that we were 15-6 at the in-season tournament break. We were 17-4, which is like, I can't even believe that we were 17-4. And then the All-Star break, again, this is missing those 2 games. So I'm gonna add those 2 games in just to be cushion myself. But we're 39-16, which I don't think anybody had on their bingo sheet. And I said we'd be 37-18, which is like mind-blowingly close.
Wow.
And then, but the thing that's kind of weird is, so we have what, 30-ish? What are we at right now? So we're 39-16. So how many games we have left? Is it 27?
Yeah.
Maybe? Yeah, okay. 27 games. And out of our 27, so I say by the end of the season, we're only going to finish 50-32. So I thought that we would have a bad last half of the season coming into the season. Which would mean that if we were to finish with 50 wins and 32 losses, we would have to lose like 16 of our last 27 games, which seems
happening.
Unlikely. Yeah, that's probably not going to happen.
Cameron, I think you and I, for sure, I think we have learned a lot about this team. We both, have learned a lot about this team and our potential expectations and our floor for the season.
Yeah.
And I also think that we didn't evaluate the season in like terms of like strength of schedule or like what another team would like probably project as. We just kind of like did it on a whim, like, all right, how many wins probably here or there? Who are we facing up against? I did a little bit of like, oh, we're playing a back-to-back against Portland. Or, I just did like little things like that, like, oh, we might lose these trap games. We know so much more. Are you drinking a Starry? They got you.
I was a Sierra Mist drinker.
Oh. Is Sierra Mist Pepsi?
Yep. I'm a Pepsi person.
Yeah.
Pepsi through and through.
Is Sprite Coke? Sprite's Coke, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, we know a lot more about the picture, obviously, because of evidence. But like our forecast was pretty awesome. Like I thought you did a bang up job, and I think you thought about it pretty critically. Yeah, like looking at the strength of schedule now, like we're poised for like 55, 56 wins. Like there would be something kind of crazy to have happened that we don't get there now.
Yeah, exactly. We would. It's pretty awesome. I'm excited to have some playoff predictions because I think we will have some good playoff predictions when it comes to it. And I also think, yeah, you and I, we've looked at the team through a different lens over the last few years now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're almost like pseudo like journalists of the team. like we're following them every night. We're reporting on them live after basically every night. That's pretty it's pretty impressive. I thought about trying to find out a way to get like a press pass for the Portland game. I don't know what is a requirement to be a real journalist. So, but
I think in the board game space, you just have to have like a TikTok. You can pretty much go to any convention on for free, but times are changing a little bit now.
that is true.
What would you do with a journalist in the Portland? Oh, Minnesota.
Yeah,
Kyle Tigey and
I know.
Where were there?
Exactly. So I'm like, okay, so Kyle gets in. How do I get in? I mean, I get that he's grown brands larger than we have grown, but I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, it'd be cool to figure that out someday.
Okay, so it's a 20-point game, 20 or 18-point game. I don't know. I know things can change really fast in this, but
Ooh.
the East seems like they just have it. Yeah, and Halliburton's just going nuts. Halliburton has 7 threes, and that's all.
They always will like let the other team come back, right?
I mean, there is an element of
they
that.
don't blow out a team in the All-Star game. That is like never a thing.
Yeah, did he just do the Jason Williams elbow pass thing?
Yeah. And it failed.
Yeah. What record/place do you have us in at the end of the season? So Ashwin did better than I did with the prediction video that we just showed, because he did every single team. I think I did the Timberwolves and like some random team. I can't even remember who, like Denver or something. If I had to guess right now where I thought we would end the season, I think probably, man, it's hard to not say first because we've been in first for like the entire season. But there's a part of me that thinks that it's maybe, I don't know. No, I think it's first. I'm going to say first because we have 7 games at home coming out of the All-Star break. And Ant even talked about it in media at the All-Star game. So they're taking it seriously, and I think he wants to have this. And I guess I'm viewing it as serious. Maybe it's not. I think we finish first, but I also think that first through fourth is going to be ridiculously close. Like I'm not saying that like fourth place is going to be like 6 games back of first or something. I think it's going to be like, I don't know, like how it is now, like a couple games different. Which to these teams it may not really matter because they're just if really the interesting part about the divvying up of like games and stuff is that like if you're first through fourth, what does it matter? It's just your matchup then, because then you're getting home court advantage. So what do you really care if it's first through fourth other than the person that you're actually playing? So shout out Crone, 5 gifted, recovering Ashwin up for the 5 gifted. Appreciate you. Thanks for tuning into our longest stream ever.
What did you say?
I said it's our longest stream ever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is it though? Is it actually?
It's got to be at least. It's gonna be because we may have gone like close to 2 hours once. We just hit the 2-hour mark. I don't think we've gone much over 2. It'll be interesting to see who wins the play-in. Yeah, I know that's the thing, and that's why I almost don't even really care where we finish as long as it's in the top 4 because I do think home court advantage would be good for us, but it really depends on the matchup because we struggled with Phoenix a little bit. We've struggled with well, not the Clippers, Pelicans. Yep. So it's not perfect. At least it's a no stress stream. That's true. We're just sitting here, relaxing, watching bad basketball.
My eyes are kind of blurred. Like I'm not really watching the game, you know.
Yeah,
I cared a lot more when Cat and Ant were there, but that's like, of course, there's.
I know. Well, we should be getting kind of close to that again.
We've had a lot of bone dunks.
That was like
That was
not good. Oh, damn. Wow.
half court shot.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that was gonna be
the mid.
There it is. Oh.
We play the.
Ashman's dying on stream.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
I usually don't eat on stream. I have had a banana before.
You have had a banana before. Ashwin Banna in the chat.
Our first game out of the All-Star break, am I wrong? We're playing the Bucks.
Is it the Bucks? I haven't even looked.
It's a back-to-back Bucks Nets.
Hmm.
The Spurs, the Grizzlies, the Kings, the Clippers.
Yeah. So what do we think there? So yeah, and this back-to-back, one game, back-to-back. That's sort of insane.
That's insane.
Okay, so a back-to-back this Friday and Saturday. I think we beat the Bucks again. I think we beat the Bucks again, and we should beat the Nets again. But the Nets have that shooting that can kind of surprise people, and then for some reason we pretend like we're not prepared.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. The next week we have Spurs, like you said, Spurs and Grizzlies back to back. Those should both be wins. They should both be wins. And then the Kings, that's tough. The Clippers at an afternoon game, that's tough. And then the Blazers again. Wow, we played the Blazers so many times recently. Yeah. Strength of schedule. I can't remember. I looked at that recently. Let me look at it again.
Like one of the easiest ones.
We did at a point. I think we do have one of the easier ones, but let me see here. Let's see. Strength of schedule. We are the 10th easiest out of the league. Out of the West, we're the 6th. Yes, 6th easiest. Toughest strength of schedule remaining in the West. Phoenix at number 1, San Antonio at number 2, Utah number 3, Portland number 4, Clippers number 5. So Clippers and Phoenix have the toughest schedule remaining. Part of that is because they play us, which is hard to kind of believe, you know.
Yeah.
But
This Tankathon, what are you looking at?
Tankathon, and then yeah.
It says left. 27th? What does that mean? Oh, 27 games left.
Yeah, yep.
Our toughest opponents are Cavs twice, Nuggets 3 times. I wonder when those Nuggets games are because I feel like they could not. They could like vote it in.
The Nuggets games?
Yeah, I think so.
We have one at the end of March, and then one that's the third to last game for us. So the third to last game, I don't know what to think about that. It really, there's so many. We're getting to the part of the season where it really depends on exactly where we are at certain moments. Because if we somehow, like, let's say we come out of the All-Star break and we take advantage of 7 games at home, and we're like we win 6 or 7 games, and then suddenly we have like a good cushion on everybody else, and we only have like 17 games left. We might take it easy in the last bet, but
Do you think we are the ones who would take it easy?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Actually, that is interesting. I'm not trying to be like, "Ooh, yeah, great question, Ashman," but I'm like, I don't think it's good for us to like let off.
I don't think we should either, because I think a lot of the time I feel like we've played a lot of our best, even if it hasn't translated to wins. We played a lot of our best basketball on the tail end of a back to back, like when we're super tired. Um, Maybe that's completely wrong. Hashtag analysis, but that's what it feels
We play
like.
the Cavs twice, and they're in our group. They're in their groove right now. I wonder when we play them, they might like have fallen off a bit, or like they might have like peaked already.
I also think that the Cavs have been in the national news enough that the Wolves would maybe take that game seriously. I could definitely see them getting caught off guard if they hadn't been talked about being on this insane streak that they're on. But
Really?
now that they're reviewed as like a good team, I think this is the point where they could be like, let's try to make a statement and try to beat them. But
That's how weird our
also,
team is, or that's what we
yeah,
talk about.
exactly. Rudy versus Donovan Mitchell. Cat is back in the game, I believe. Yep. And he got an alley oop immediately. Yeah. Notably, Ant is not back in the game.
Notably, Ant is disappointing me.
He hates this stuff. Towns with the rebound. Towns. Okay, I told you. Hey, everybody rewind 2 hours. I said Towns is getting 20 points. This isn't updating also.
He hasn't shot he's missed both of his threes, hasn't he?
Yes, I believe so.
Oh my god, he hasn't made a 3 yet.
Let's see. Where is he on Team LeBron? He has scored 14 points.
On his way.
Did he just score again and I missed it?
No, that was Shea.
Mm. Our last game of the season is against the Phoenix Suns in the afternoon.
That's a game that I think both teams will take off.
Probably. However,
that's the Minot Luka Garza special. We win that game.
Yeah. What if it's a situation where we're 4 and they're the 5?
Wow.
And we're like, we have a chance to like not play them, and if we win or something.
Yeah, there might be a little bit of that, but like, we could have clinched the All-Star head our head coach game for Finch that one time, and we didn't do it. Like,
Yeah.
Maybe do we care enough about that kind of stuff?
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, we play Atlanta, Denver, the Wizards. Ooh, the Lakers game. The Lakers are going to be feisty at that time.
Ant still not checking in.
This might be a Finch decision too. Like, hey, he was like kind of nursing his knee,
Mm-hmm.
Like he was kind of questionable coming into that week where we were playing Portland twice.
Okay, so Mike and Nori did a halftime report on Twitter. We should watch it. Apparently, it's funny.
All right.
Let me pull it up here. So let me.
Maybe in a little bit we'll go through like all the matchups and like how we would do against them.
Yeah, we do need to go through the matchups too. That
Okay,
was something
okay.
Okay. Oops. Let's see. Let's not do that. Let's do this. All right. Let's share this. All right. Let's see what Mike and Nori has to say.
Micah, what was the message to the squad at the half?
Get our stuff together. I mean, it's obvious that the 3 ball is absolutely killing us, and we traveled to Indiana for All-Star. We left our defense wherever we were coming from. So I don't know if our defense is in Cabo. I don't know if our defense is wherever we're going from here on out, but we have to find it. 104 points, absolutely unacceptable.
So how exactly would you describe the defense in the first half?
Well, you can't describe something that is non-existent. I mean, at the end of the day, 48 threes, made 22 of them. So Finch was in there, jumped them. I haven't seen a speech like that since Vince Lombardi in Super Bowl I. But mind you, training day, mind you, of longest yard, any sports movie, Rudy, all that type of thing. So I really think we look out here and come out with some firepower. The one thing we need to work on is Luka's 2-for-1 shot was outstanding from 47, 50 feet. So at the end of the day, we need to close this thing, get us a win.
That's pretty good. That is pretty good. They asked him about the defense, and he said, "You can't describe something that's non-existent."
JJ, I agree with you.
This is the best game I've ever watched. Eric says, Edwards still hasn't checked back in the game. I hope he didn't injure himself. His knee might be bothering him. Here's the thing. His knee is always bothering him. And whether that's a legitimate thing or something that he just needs Mike Conley to tell him to tough it out, I don't know. But knowing the injury that he had, because I think the injury was like right knee tendinopathy or something. I don't even know. Tendinitis? I don't know. It's something that doesn't heal. All you can do is just rest. And I think that's what Ant is doing. I think he just doesn't care. He also just does not care. Injury proof, or he's injury prone. Yeah.
Is he?
I kind of, to a degree, yes. And I do think as time goes on, the more I get worried about that, because he's always nursing a knee or something. But
how bad do you think it's going to get?
His knee?
Jimmy Butler level of like he's got braces and he can only really no longer.
I would not be surprised if he is like a non-dunker, like just settles. I don't know. I think he gets amped up for certain games enough that the adrenaline pushes him through the discomfort and pain that he has. But in general, especially for regular season games, I think I don't know, there's not enough there for him to not feel the pain. But
this is not at all a good take. DeMar DeRozan like took a while to get comfortable in the league and like establish himself as like a pretty solid, if not all-star, perennial all-star like player. And he was super athletic. And then I think he lost a lot of that athleticism, and he started doing a bunch of just like his game is all just the two now, like the mid-range two, fadeaway two. I'm trying to think about other players who like started out hot athletically and then like really cut out some of that for just the sake of his like long-term health or whatever.
Yeah,
like Butler's another one of them, in my opinion.
Yeah. Butler is definitely. I feel like I have an example, but I just can't think of it right now.
Ray Allen, wow, great example.
Oh. Cat's still out there.
Yeah, more hand cam of Reggie Miller, please.
We've got a 12-point game.
Yeah, they're not going to let this be like a 40-point blowout. God, it's actually very confusing. Every time I look at the red, I'm like, oh, that's the East.
I know. I am so broken.
Save us, Steph. Oh, was that the best dunk of the night? Better than All-Star Saturday? No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa, Eric, you're way ahead.
All of like 5 seconds. Oh,
Wait.
Oh.
did he drain a three? I just saw a clank. Either you're insanely far ahead, or are you at the game?
That's pretty cool about stuff.
Cat's going for a double-double. Oh, my.
Oh, look at that behind the back.
Shoot it and actually make it. Oh, my gosh. This is the best shooting big, by the way. However,
I was rooting for him in the 3-point
I'm
contest.
rooting for him. And this is like the only time you're going to see me be super pro Cat and super anti Ant.
Yeah, probably.
This is a unique experience.
Yeah.
Eric must be in the fourth quarter. Where are we? Yeah, we're live. I'm just making sure our stream was up to date. Cat again. Also, this is just continually not working. It's kind of annoying. Towns up to 19 points. My prediction's about right.
Was Tyrese Halliburton in street clothes?
Is he?
I don't know. I just saw that he wasn't wearing warm-ups. 24-point blowout.
Yeah, I was like, this is suddenly 24 points. If this game doesn't go crazy in the fourth quarter, this is the worst one ever. Yeah, JJ.
Why
No,
do they have an
cannot
alternate
miss.
cast?
If you want an alternate cast to Wolves After Dark.
No, like
I know what you're saying.
I don't care enough to really talk about it more.
They don't. They're like, if you don't want to hear Reggie, you can hear Draymond. Wow. I love those options.
This is on pace to be the worst now.
Yeah, this is really bad.
Can the event cancel All-Star Weekend?
Yeah, I don't know what you can do to improve this. This really is an unenjoyable product.
Do you think like an in-season tournament around the All-Star would be good?
Yeah. I don't know. That might be better.
The bubble was
Okay.
awesome because all the teams were kind of like together, right?
Yeah.
In-season tournament was awesome because like for a week, that's all they were. But they were in Vegas, so like they were kind of enjoying themselves, but they didn't have anything to do except for, basketball for the most part.
Yeah.
I wonder. I don't know if like I don't think we need to have like an in-season tournament now. That would be like a little too much of a stretch. I kind of like it early.
Yeah. Well, I think I had heard because they want to do what like soccer leagues do, where they have like multiple in-season tournaments throughout the year. But I don't know. It's interesting. Tycoon, yeah, we
Like
agree.
cups.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. kind of like soccer or golf or stuff like that. Yeah, that's true, JJ. Can I say this is supposed to be their break? Do people know they have nearly a full week off after this? They do. Well, they don't know that, but they really do have like a full week because we don't play again until Friday.
Jaden's girl Allison, I think, is expecting.
Pregnant. We got a baby Jaden. Oh wait, that's baby Mac.
Baby Jade.
What are LeBron's stats? Or not LeBron's. What are Cat stats? He's 19-5. He's 9 of 16 and 1 of 7 from 3.
1 of 7 for 3.
Yeah. Oh, Ant might have just checked in. They say he's on the court right now.
Oh, there it is.
Gatorade water.
If that wasn't an endorsement, watching Paolo Banchero slowly drink some water, damn. Now I want that in me.
Be right back. I'm going to go run to the store.
You are? Oh. That's what I tell you.
Yeah.
Vote for All-Star MVP, guys.
Let's do it. Anthony Edwards.
And, yeah. This shit is all rigged anyways. If the season were to end right now, Dallas plays the Sacramento Kings in the first play-in game.
Who does?
Dallas plays Sacramento.
Wow.
I would say Dallas wins that.
Hmm.
Then Sacramento would then play the winner of the Lakers and Warriors. Oh my god. And the winner of Kings, Lakers, Warriors would play us.
The Timberwolves, yeah.
We want the Kings.
Yeah. That's the thing. We'll get into we should get into the matchups probably, but I have jerky in my teeth. Towns got over 20. I was right. There's really very few teams that I'm like, ooh, I want this team in maybe the Kings, but there's very few teams that I'm like, I want this team in the playoffs because, I don't really want like the teams that we mentioned earlier, like the Suns or, wow, Towns is going for MVP. I don't want the Warriors. I mean, honestly, I don't know. Maybe I do want the Warriors. But the Warriors, the Lakers, like they're gonna figure it out, I think.
Did you just
Mavs are okay. I was looking away.
Jalen Brunson tried to alley-oop it for Tyrese Maxey, and Tyrese Maxey was like, never mind. Let me just lay it up.
Oh no.
Oh. This is so bad.
Crone says Pelicans and Sun would be tough matchups. Yeah, we don't want to face either one of those teams. I mean, like the teams, like weirdly, I'd almost rather go up against OKC or
Denver.
Yeah, like those are the teams but we're in the top with them. So it's like they would need to fall and we would need to fall, or I don't know. We're making a comeback.
I said Sacramento out of those three teams, but actually I think that we might match up the worst against Sacramento.
Sacramento also, I just don't like it because they're one of those teams where if their shooters just start making stuff, it doesn't really matter what your defense does because if Malik Monk is pulling up from 30 feet, 3 possessions in a row and hitting, what are you going to do? You have nothing to do. And their crowd is crazy too. So
Monk and Fox, right? Like they're going to be such X factors. Like we can't really.
Yeah, yeah.
We have to be big boys on the post.
Mhm.
Kings.
Why is Ant out there?
Oh yeah, you're not lying. He's out there. Oh my god. Cat's defending with his back. Did you see that?
No, I was looking away. I keep looking away.
Yeah,
Oh,
our
dang it.
Ant was defending with his back. All right, Karl Anthony Towns
Oh.
making it interesting, down 19.
Yeah.
I said the Kings instinctually because I don't know what Lakers teams are going to show up, and I don't know what Warriors teams are going to show up. And I think Draymond is going to geek on us, right?
Yeah, exactly. They're going to get revenge for that one game. Actually, the 2 games where we beat them back to back.
Town really wants something.
He's going to, yeah, I mean, what is he up to? He's up to a few points here.
But he can't be the MVP.
He has
loser.
He has 30 points.
Cat's not going to be the one who's taking this back though, because
It's got to be Halliburton.
Curry on a heater.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
But it is cool that he's producing in a game that's so relevant like this.
This is his time to shine.
Honestly, I don't know what Mavericks team shows up either.
Yeah.
But I think out of the bottom 4, and we can go ahead and lock it in because I don't think Utah, Houston, Memphis are going to scratch the bottom of the play-in.
Yeah.
I think the top 10 are actually locked.
I agree.
Dallas seems eerily like the team I want to play the most out of those 4. Like Jaden on Luka, Ant on Kyrie. We have the big boy matchup. DeMar DeRozan Jr. would be like the X factor.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize your question, JJ. Dame has got a lot. 33. Dame has 33. He's the leading scorer for the East. And the leading scorer for the West is currently Karl Anthony Towns. That's
Shout out to
crazy.
the Northwest Division.
Seriously, the Northwest Division is stacked.
Apparently on the NBA.com front page, they had an all-star prediction.
Oh, yeah?
Everyone's picking the West.
Oh,
And
to
we're
win.
down by 20-something. Brian Martin, I'm picking the West. The depth of talent in the West roster is off the charts. They have 3 number 1 picks, Davis, Towns, and Edwards, and 2 final MVPs in Curry and Leonard, coming off the bench. John Schumann's analysis. I'm picking the West because it seems like LeBron James' team never loses the All-Star game, but he lost last season.
What the heck? Oh man,
Like, that is someone's job. That's someone's job to write that.
So bad.
Well, we got a
Ryan
very
Mitchell.
free cheddar commercial.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ryan Mitchell. Sorry, now I'm burping. Does Ant have any points? I just saw the second half. Looks tired. That's how he started. He ran out and looked like his knees. It looked like he was maybe in his 20th season, needing like double knee replacements or something. That's how he was running in the beginning of the game.
According to an interview, it's his brother. It was his brother's birthday this weekend.
Oh, yeah, I did see that in an interview, and he partied last night.
They partied, so he might have had a nap at halftime.
Well, he said in his interview, he was like, because somebody's like, "Oh, what do you do prepare for a game like this?" And he's like, "I don't prepare."
No.
And he's like, "This is the All-Star game." He's like, "Who cares?" And then he's like, "Also, it's my brother's birthday, so I don't think we're gonna be getting much sleep tonight."
No.
And he's like, and they're like, "Oh, you're gonna take a nap tomorrow?" And he's like, "Probably not." He's just like, he's just so indifferent to this game.
Yeah. I kind of respect his honesty, though.
I know it's kind of a weird thing because I appreciate the honesty and like being genuine about it, but I don't know. Oh, they're bringing back the heavy hitters. We got Luka and Jokic back out there, and they're keeping Towns out there. They, as in Chris Finch. I don't know why I'm acting like it's somebody else.
Who but Doc Rivers responds with Tyrese Maxey and not Giannis.
And Paolo Banchero.
His former player.
Towns again.
Reverse. Hit him with the smile. Yeah, he's smiling.
He's hanging on the rim. Technical. Look, he's calling for Jokic is calling for a technical. Oh, he tried to bank that in too. Okay, now we're getting to the 3-point contest and the dunk contest.
Actually, they just miss a bunch of threes. That's what they should do, Tyrone or Tycoon.
Well, that's about to be what happens.
Oh, look at that. Give and go. Give and go. That's what you practice in fucking elementary school. That was cool. That was cool. It's crazy like that's a drill, and then that you never actually do anything remotely like that in an NBA game.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we got 5 minutes left. I'm with Tycoon. This is the lob time. Towns clanked the 3.
Ryan Mitchell says, I saw Jalen Brunson doing warm-ups with his Knicks jersey on, and I thought for some reason they were going to go to back to that format with the original team jerseys. Would have been dope. Because boy, I don't know who's who. That's been the one highlight this whole half.
Seriously.
What do you think? What do you think Silver's thinking about? Is he thinking anything? How can I get more money out of this?
I think he has some. I don't think Silver's so much just a money guy, but and like he has shown his willingness to change things, obviously. But Um, I don't know what he's thinking because like we still don't have like something. This is not a good product. And like people watching this year, what is the likelihood that they watch next year? Like this sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
Ryan, they were actually playing. There was actually for an All-Star game, an unbelievable
Minnesota.
amount of defense in the first quarter. um, but since then, absolutely nothing. And of course, the fourth quarter, there's never defense.
The fourth quarter usually tightens up a bit.
Yeah.
This is the Jesus commercial, right? Am I wrong, Cameron?
I think you're right. I think you're right.
I was like, this is a very compelling commercial, and it's Jesus.
He's a foot guy.
All right.
Hey, look at me. I'm Giannis. Wow. Clutch mute by yourself. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah. This game's so boring that you cut to me sneezing. No, actually, what I was going to do was look at the rest of the West because, like, the East is exciting and I care about it. Whoa, is that Serena Williams with an Avatar: Last Airbender? Hey, that is so crazy weird. All right, sorry. Oh, that's okay. I thought it was like
I agree.
ad-only
Yes.
commercial.
Yeah. Both the 90s and early 2000s were good. And yes, JJ, even some of the early 2010s. Yeah. Yep. Because, like, that was the other thing is that the dunk contest the dunk contest was fine back then too. And sometimes really, really good, especially like, obviously the Vince Carter ones, the Jay Rich ones, stuff like that. But then at the end of the All-Star game, you would always get the like, the crazy dunks and, windmills off the backboard, that kind of stuff that was cool. But now I don't know. All the legends sitting here being like, this was so fun. This was the best game ever.
That's
we
gotta
got
be pretty
Dr.
cool.
J.
Sabrina,
Yeah.
also and Dr. J probably talking. That's probably like the highlight of the weekend, honestly.
There is an argument to be made that the celebrity game is better than the All-Star game.
But they like diluted the the celebrity game this year with a bunch of people who no one knows.
I thought this year there was a lot of people that people knew. Previous years I've known nobody, but they had like football players in there. They had some like streamers in there. I mean, there were people I didn't know, but like there were players that I could pick out and be like, "Oh, that's Micah Parsons," or whatever. So
That's crazy because in previous years I used to know a lot of celebrities and now I don't know any of them. Maybe it's just gone beyond me.
maybe it's because I'm a young Gen Zer.
You're significantly younger than me, right?
You're 80, I'm 20, right?
Something like that.
No, I think we're not that I mean, we're like 8 years different or something.
Cat, what is Cat gonna do?
His patented move. The crowd oohed and awed for that one, though.
Good. Actually, I'm happy for Cat for doing all this.
They just called for Carl Anthony Towns or Cat Towns to be
Cat
in
Towns?
the dunk contest.
Cat Towns. Look at his head.
The defense.
22-point game. Oh, they are highlighting this. You did that in the Rising Stars game once.
Yeah. What is all these whistles?
Wow, this ref cam sucks.
Yeah, this is stupid.
That's both the whistle, the hand, and the ball. You think OKC is going to get past the first round?
I don't think so.
Do you think the rest of the West is thinking the same thing?
Probably. I think the rest of the West is like, I love the top 4 teams right now. Because it's Minnesota, who nobody believes in.
Yeah.
It's OKC, who probably also nobody believes in.
The
You know,
Clippers are scary.
Yeah, the Clippers are scary. I don't know. I guess I think it's different because Minnesota's seemingly played well against the Clippers for the last few years. So for me, I don't really view the Clippers as so much of a threat. But
I mean, in a lot of ways, the game is slowed down in a 7-game series, and it's like a bunch of ISO players, right?
Yeah.
So they can just do one-on-one. Like, can you expect like Cat? Oh, that was
Jeez.
not typical.
That was different.
He is hustling out there. This second half has been a bunch of Cat dunks.
Yeah. Cat's got 40 points. Here's the thing. I will say this. I appreciate Cat playing basketball. Like, Anthony Edwards did nothing today and didn't care at all.
Yeah. Cat.
Look at this.
Oh.
He's got 21 points in the quarter.
What's the all-cast doing? They're laughing because he's not shooting threes.
Cat's already up court. He's like, give me that ball. Oh, Cat. This is fantastic.
Whoa. This is a highlight reel. Dude,
He might be MVP.
Of the All-Star game is this Cat dunks.
I don't know. It's got to be. I feel like it's got to be Halliburton that's the MVP, just simply because of whatever. Oh, dang!
Why couldn't we be doing alley oops for 48 minutes? Like, that was really exciting, even though nothing happened.
Maybe points only count if they're dunks.
Yeah, threes don't count anymore. Or half-court shots.
Yeah, exactly. Dunks or half-court shots. Yeah, see, Halliburton's going to get MVP.
Yeah, Halliburton's going to MVP. Well, there was a chance that Halliburton could have been like MVP. He was MVP of the skills, MVP. He could have been like 3-point comp winner or whatever.
Yeah.
Wow, the rest of the West isn't even getting back on offense anymore. They're just like, give it to Towns.
This is the time. This is where the dunks come out.
Come on, Towns.
Come on, Cat Towns between the legs.
Cat Towns.
Hey,
Cat Anthony.
Cat Anthony Towns. Carl.
Cat scores 43 in a loss.
Yeah. No, he's got 50. He's got 50 now. Yeah. He's got 50 points. He might just score that here then. Maybe my thing's ahead. Let's go, Cat. Yes.
Oh, he knew what he was at. Did you see that?
Yeah, he was.
He very much knew what he was doing.
Of course he did.
Hey, Ma, he finished. I scored 50 points in an All-Star.
Here we go. Let's get a dunk. Between the legs. Oh!
He called it. Come on, Cat.
They're calling it a travel. Towns.
Townsend. Cameron, I'm admitting this live on air.
Yeah.
Cat's growing on me just a bit.
Yeah. I know. I agree. Let's do more cat.
There is not. They're walking it out.
What is going on? Oh, he's gonna try to dunk. What the heck was that? That perfectly encapsulated the.
Actually, it's the All-Star weekend.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Adam Silver, this product sucks.
That's terrible. JJ, and I'm sorry on Edwards. I mean, in general, I think I am. I wish I could show like a graph.
Did JJ say Towns is growing on me before I said that, or because I swear
I don't
was
know.
not watching.
I didn't see it either. I was
JJ. Maybe we said said at the same time. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I was thinking about this earlier because there was a lot of people. I was looking back at like old tweets and stuff, and like I have some pretty unfavorable tweets of Towns and things like that, which were for good reasons at the time. I mean, like there were times where things looked bad, and it really only made sense to have Towns be traded or something like that. But this year, Towns has been a lot better. Everything that I didn't like on the court with him has significantly dropped off. You know, like I always joke about the behind the back passes and whatever. And just even like complaining has not been that bad from Towns this year. And the fouling hasn't been that bad from Towns this year.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been so many improvements. So
and he is
I don't know.
kind of cut out the over the head passes, behind the back passes, through the legs dribbles. He's like instead of like doing the between the legs driving, he's doing a post up or a drive without the dribble between the legs. I've still seen it, and I call it out when I do, but he's like had to take a lot out of what he might want to do in a basketball game for the sake of the basketball game.
Exactly.
Team, really.
Yeah, because the things that he likes to do just don't like lead to like winning, you know. But
you remember the year that he was like D'Lo was like he's all about the rah, right? He like Towns loves the rah, which means like he loves the spice, he loves being talked about, he loves the drama. Like he's kind of cut that out. He feels less athletic than he used to be, like. And he's coming back from injury, and he's playing as if the injury didn't happen.
Yeah, that is also something that doesn't really get talked about. And honestly, I didn't think about until very recently is that he's coming off an injury where he was gone for like 75% of the season.
Yeah.
And wasn't full strength at the end of the last season. So let's see. I was going to ask you, have you seen any of the Cole Aldridge tweets? Nothing?
This is the number 32 tweet that like
yes
doesn't play the game the right way or something.
Yeah, what does he say here? 32 wants a paycheck and accolades without doing shit. Real players show up in the playoffs. 8 years and still can't figure it out. Number one is your future, Anthony Edwards. Don't at me. So at the time he tweeted this, he said this at the end of last season in the playoffs.
Cat didn't have a great postseason.
Yeah, he didn't have he was also injured. This is the year that he was injured. But I think this sentiment from him was pretty closely aligned with how we've thought over the last few years. But this year is different.
Giannis?
No, wait.
Oh, that's like the Team East one.
Okay, I was like, wait.
I don't remember Giannis at all in the game.
37 unbothered.
What's 37?
Does the MVP only go to the team that wins, or?
I think so. There might have been like one random year where like Westbrook won, right?
Mm.
That's right, Nightbot. That's right.
Nightbot, yeah.
It's coming through.
I
I really don't think so. Yeah, JJ.
I don't think it's Giannis, right?
It has to be Halliburton.
It's not Giannis. But
I think
guess
he's
who
just
else it's
talking.
not?
I think he's just talking.
Because
I
it was
think-
technically Team LeBron versus Team Giannis, which just doesn't make any sense.
It's like
We've got
It's like the captains of the
yeah.
conferences.
We have a surprise coming for MVP.
This statue does not look like a normal. That looks like a champagne glass.
Damian Lillard. The fans are booing.
Are they really?
Yes,
Oh, because
loudly.
it should have been Halliburton.
Yes.
Whoa.
How is it not Halliburton? Halliburton or Towns?
Well, this is quite a hardware weekend for Damian Lillard. Get traded. This says get traded, force a trade, and win all the personal accolades. You know, to all future All Stars. All you gotta do is play really hard for 8 years and then get traded,
Yeah.
and then you too can be Finals MVP or All Star MVP.
Yeah.
If they're actually booing,
They're very much Ernie just said it's not often you hear that many boos when we announce MVP.
it's been very refreshing to watch this on mute. By the way, wow, tip my hat off to the Indiana crowd.
Yeah, Indiana crowd was good.
They were like legit booing the All Star Saturday night.
Yeah, and it's too bad that their good fans got one of the worst weekends we've ever seen.
Yeah.
And on top of that, they don't even give Halliburton the MVP. JJ says, "I want Malice in the Palace 2.0."
Ooh, they kind of like Granny's house. I mean, yeah.
Wow.
But what they didn't show was LeBron's misses.
Yeah, where's LeBron misses? Or all of
what
like
about that Doncic oop to himself?
yeah.
Miss. The second half, the only thing I remember was the give and go between Jokic and Doncic. The Doncic miss dunk, and then Cat popping off for a bunch of dunks.
Yeah. Did the dunk contest judges pick MVP Charlie Farley? Probably.
Oh my god. Yeah, JJ. That's what also bothers me about this event.
Yeah.
That they pay so much money for it, man.
Yep.
I don't think. Would you go to the Super Bowl?
Would I know, but also I went to one football game and I hated it. So I don't think I'd ever go again.
I don't think I would ever go. Yeah. Even if it was like
But-
a free ticket. I'm sorry, I would hate it.
Yeah, I know, exactly. Like even if somebody gave me a free ticket, I'm like, I don't know about that. Like I just don't it's just not an enjoyable experience for me. I do like basketball, but I don't know. Kind of weird, but
I'm not a Dame
Well-
Lillard fan, but I'm sad for
Yeah.
him being booed after awarded MVP. I agree with this.
I agree
But
with I don't really care about Lillard. I mean, like I don't think Lillard should be treated like that, but
We went to a Vikings preseason game. I feel like I was commenting on the fact that it wasn't Halliburton when Halliburton's team won, and Halliburton was like a main
Yeah.
part.
and I think that the fans are more so booing the fact that it's not Halliburton, not that it is. Although it is tricky because he's like a division. Is he in the same division as them? I don't know. But either way, they're in the East. So
Same
that's the tricky
division.
thing. But
It's a pretty crazy division. It's Detroit, Chicago, Indiana, Cleveland, I think.
yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. Never been to a Vikings game, never will. I think that's the right choice.
I went to a Vikings game. I hated it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just that the Vikings have never been good enough when I've gone to a game, but not fun. But well, we have to have hit the longest stream we've ever done. We're about to pass the 3-hour mark.
Cameron, I feel like we've done a 3-hour show on Twitch
Yeah.
before.
Really?
I feel like we have.
Huh.
By the way, we've done over 200 episodes, 210 and counting on YouTube.
Really?
Cameron, we're idiots. What are we doing?
Yeah, we are idiots.
This team has been irrelevant for 190 of them.
Yeah. Ah, man.
It's been pretty fun to do it this year, though. I'll be the first or the second to admit.
Yeah. No, I think it's been fun this year. I'm excited to do more this season and get to the playoffs. I think playoff streams are going to be crazy because regardless of what happens, we are going to overreact one way or the other. So that'll be fun. But cool. Well,
We all get a week off, really.
we get a lot of time off. We don't play basketball again until Friday. And as we mentioned earlier, Friday, Saturday, it's Bucks. First off, 7 games at home in a row out of the All-Star break.
I know.
Which
That's
is
nutty.
nice. That's nice, really nice.
It's really nice, but I think are you gonna we're not gonna go 7-0.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we could like get complacent. It's like a lot of back-to-backs.
4-3.
I can see 4-3. Not really knowing every team that we're playing.
Yeah. But anyways, it's Bucks, Nets, Spurs, Grizzlies, Kings, Clippers, Blazers. What is your official prediction for those 7 games?
We'll go 5-2.
5-2.
And we beat the Bucks.
And we beat the Bucks. I am in between going 1-6 and 6-1.
Whoa.
Early Squirrely says 6-1. I think I'm with you. I think 5-2. That's where I am right now.
Nice.
I'll say 5-2. That would be good. If we go 5-2 to start after the All-Star break, and then we have 20 games remaining after that, that feels pretty good.
Is there a closing ceremonies? Oh no.
Is this the closing? No, this is got to be. Are they replaying it? Yeah, they're replaying it. Yep. TNT always does this.
Okay. If the season were to have ended today, the Clippers play the Pelicans, the Nuggets play the Suns, the Thunder play Dallas or Sacramento, probably Dallas. And we'd play the Kings, Lakers, or Warriors, of which I think the Lakers probably come out of it.
Yeah.
So then we would play the Lakers first round. I could see Dallas upsetting OKC. I could see the Pelicans upsetting the Clippers.
Yeah. So yeah, you said, oh man. Yeah, Nuggets and Suns as a first round is crazy.
It's crazy. And then let's just pretend the best thing happens and we win our first series.
Yeah.
We then play the Suns or the Nuggets. So we have the hardest road to the finals, I think.
Guys, we should maybe be happy with some losses coming up here.
Yeah. Maybe we should plan to not be.
Yeah.
That seems pretty rough, man.
Yeah, that's not good. So then OKC would play the Mavs or the Mavs or the Lakers or the Warriors. Oh man. Clippers, Pelicans. Wow. Okay, the first round of the West playoffs could be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy.
And it'd be really fun.
How upset is Silver and the NBA if the Timberwolves, Thunder, Pelicans come out of the West.
JJ wants a post game. We should do a post game. Tier list time. Look at, we just suddenly got like 10 more people waiting for the post game.
No,
tier list.
the most people we've had. Oh my god, we have like 50 plus people now.
Wait, what's going on?
We can't leave now.
What's happening?
Wolves After Dark. Cat scores 50. See you later.
Yes. Cat did score 50. Cat, honestly, here we go. Here's a real take. Cat gets an A1 tonight. I won't forget this.
I won't forget this.
I may not tell my children's children about this, but I will remember this. So he's an A1 tonight. I don't think it's true that we had that many people watching. I think that's
you saw that though too, right?
It went up to 58 people. And it's just currently at like 40 something. Maybe it's Twitter. I should check.
It's official.
What's official? Oh yeah. There we go.
And
maybe it's big Facebook.
Ant was a Wancho.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And Ant was definitely a Wancho. Ashwin, it's 20 people on Facebook.
What?
What's going on Facebook?
Oh, we've never
Hello,
had more
Facebook.
than Anthony Hollis on Facebook.
Yeah, Anthony, how many burners do you have? Wow, Facebook is so crazy.
I think Chris Finch, and we'll represent him with Luca Garza because of the fresh haircut.
Yep.
He was a solid meh.
He was a solid meh.
And it could be pushed up to a B because Cat played a lot of that fourth quarter.
Yeah.
But we did lose by, we meaning the West, Team LeBron. Yep. I can't believe I am associating myself with LeBron right now. We did lose by 20-something. Glenn for Finch.
Glenn Taylor. I mean, hey, John Krasinski did get Facebook. Let us know. Somebody must have shared us like in a like group or something on Facebook. I don't even know. Crazy. Well, we're streaming live on YouTube, everybody. Come on over. Yeah, Ant is definitely a Wancho. Borderline Glenn Taylor, because he's done this like multiple years now in a row where he sucks and doesn't care.
So where on the tier would an Anthony Hollis level be?
Anthony Hollis. That's another one that's tricky. Is it above A1 or below Shake Milton? I feel like it's one of the two. I blame the All-Star game being bad on Anthony Hollis.
Sorry, Anthony.
Anthony. Oh man. Timberwolves After Dark, or Wolves After Dark.
Can't have all the best players and lose by 20 plus.
Yeah, another 20-point loss for Finch.
He's never had to deal with egos though, JJ. Oh, wait, was he there with Harden in Houston?
Oh, that's a good point. I don't know.
Was he the reason why Harden wanted to leave?
Maybe. Okay. Well, before Facebook went nutso on us, any final thoughts? Is the last time we're going to see you in a couple years?
This has been a historic season. I think sometimes I take winning and losing too seriously as a fan who they kind of don't really care too much about me personally, honestly, and you gotta be okay with that. We're gonna lose games. We're gonna go maybe not 5-2 on this next 7-game homestand, and I am appreciating this journey this season so much more now that I'm like looking at it with a larger lens than like, you know, kind of hyper focusing on the little bits.
Yeah.
And who would have thought, like, right, number one defense with Ant and Cat, you know, like leading us, right? And the idea of a philosophy of defense first would sink in with Cat, who sacrifices the most out of maybe everyone on our team, just so then we can do the things that we need to do to win with this season or this roster this season. My final thoughts leading into the All-Star break is hell yeah, man. This is so exciting.
Mhm.
And the next 20 plus games, we're going to find out who we are offensively. And I'm ready for it, man. I think 52 wins is all but a foregone conclusion. And 58 wins, it's not out of the question,
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, we have a high ceiling right now. It's exciting, and I agree with your sentiments. We're not going to win every game. Also, I think the thing that's important for us to remember is that also losses aren't always going to look good either. Like some losses are going to look pretty bad. So we may have that, and that doesn't necessarily mean that we aren't a high caliber team that can make it in the playoffs. Sure, there's always going to be criticisms and things that are valid, and we're always going to be here to do that. But yeah, I think it is important to remember that not every game is pretty, and certainly not as a Timberwolves fan. So, JJ's last thoughts. Also, Whirly Squirrely Ant says he'll do another playoff game left-handed if you don't like and subscribe. True. Also, Joel, I'm just glad Kat took it slightly serious. Would have fallen asleep. I know we almost fell asleep, and we've been here for 3.5 hours almost. My last thoughts are: get a time machine out and bring Stern back to threaten to cut their contract in half if they don't play defense at the All-Star game. Also true. Cool. Well, I have nothing else. That's it. I'm going to try something on Facebook now. I'm going to go nuts with the reactions. Pretend like 30,000 people are here. See how that shows up on our end. But yeah, it was fun hanging out with you guys. Thanks for joining. I don't know if we'll do this again. At least not for an All-Star game. Maybe a Timberwolves game would be better, but even still.
Ooh, a Timberwolves game?
We could try a Timberwolves game because we would be more engaged for that. We don't care about the All-Star game, but we could do a Timberwolves game. We could try a Timberwolves game sometime. Good stream. Hopefully Finch bounces back. Yeah. But on your way out, like the stream, subscribe to the stream. I don't know where we are in terms of subscribers. Oops, I just went back to Facebook. We are at 1,072 subscribers.
That's
awesome.
amazing.
That is amazing. Everyone made it out of the weekend unscathed. See you Friday. Yep. We will see you guys Friday. 52 wins is still possible, but we also didn't lose or win today. So whatever that means. 52 wins is still possible. Intro as the outro. We will see you guys Friday night. See ya.
Yeah, I love to travel through